Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's me, Bear the Gen X GM, hanging out with GM Cody, ye old geek legion of myth, Malachi of the OS, our intellectual quandary, and Hungar, the goat man. The goat man. It's like Pan. He's got a little pipe and he runs around the woods seducing women. It's very disturbing. Watch out. And we are back for what is officially no longer a session 0, but the first session of Codex Albana. Now, I've got audio coming across, even though I think I muted all the channels I'm on. So has someone else got audio that I'm not thinking?
I have no video even up.
Nope. There it is. Found it. Okay, I had one that was... Of all 5 channels, I had one that was not yet muted. So there's 12 of you here. Thank you all for showing up. We'll see how many people show up during the course of this live stream, but it doesn't matter if there's 12 of you, 1 of you, or 1,200 of you. We're here to play some Palladium Fantasy. How you guys all doing?
Fine, thank you, Bear. Fine.
It looks like we've already got some people showing up.
Yeah, we do. We got people strolling in, which is great stuff. For once, I'm actually leading the numbers over to the Legion of Myth. That's a strange experience.
I sent people to you. I hope they're watching on your channel. Nope, I got at least one person watching on mine.
You have, okay,
Watch
according to
Bears.
this, you have 3 on yours, 11 on mine, 2 on Yield Geek, and 2 on Hungar, none on Cody, none on Malachi. I think we should send them all to Malachi and Cody's streams instead, and they should subscribe while they're there. But that's neither here nor there. So for those of you who watched last time when we did our session 0, hope you remember what happened. It's been a month. We've completely forgotten. So of course we've decided that we're just going to make it up as we go, and all of our characters will have completely new personalities, which should be really fun. I believe we were all doing outrageous French accents last time we played, right? And Russian royalty, was that what we were doing? I think something about Fabergé eggs or something. I can't remember. No, last time our heroes came together at the Three Sisters Battlefield Tournament, which is held in the Kingdom of Davin on the island of Albana as one of the Pendrick Commonwealth realms. And a little mage, wise man by the name of Laurelin Lockwald managed to collect, shall we say, a group of malcontents, including the Palabrian knight Sir Gerard de Vere, the Calethi bowman and peasant boy Athane Kirby, a wandering, I believe you said you were Phalatian, monk, I guess is what we're calling you, named Philip, an Ishmiri young knight named Navari Ishmitar, and they managed at the end to rescue a former Ostrati Templar named Gerard Bocht. And they also managed to pick up a beast folk and a Jitto, or rover, or gypsy for real world terms, young girl who is claims to be a seer, as I recall. Now, you had a little run-in with the Ostrati, who were crucifying people, and may or may not have slaughtered an entire encampment of free merchants that you had celebrated the night before with as a revenge against you being, shall we say, all up in their grill. You did manage to save 1 or 2 of them that hadn't yet been crucified, including the lovely Lady Ghislaine, who was then heading back to Othay because she realized that this was the end of her little voyage over to this world. And the Devonic Knights, who, under order of the King of Davon, who hosts the tournament, banned the Ostrati, which, by the way, has a massive political repercussion because by banning them from the grounds outside the tournament, he's banning them from the Kingdom of Davon at that point in time. So that can't possibly not cause problems later on for everybody. But with that, you knew you had to start following the quest of the Pendrick cycle as you're going to head north into the ancient and long since lost kingdom of Escain. We pick up not long after where we left off. I assume you didn't just turn around from the crucifixion and just start walking north. I assumed you thought maybe you would get... Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I figured you guys would maybe... here's momentum for the fight. Okay, there's 1 re-roll. Someone who wants to keep track of that for me? Who wants to keep track of the re-rolls that are bought for you?
I've got a note.
There's been, so if you guys buy with the super chat, We'll say $2 or more. You buy one reroll that they can use at some point during the game and cash in as one of them as a group. Anyway, so I assumed you guys weren't going to head straight north, just start walking in your gear. You were going to maybe get some of your stuff, or what was the plan? What was your goal at this point?
I'd say we probably need to gather, if we're going to go on a long, arduous journey, we probably need to gather some provisions and such, right?
You guys can discuss this out of character. I mean, this can be a quick behind-the-scenes chat between the players, how they want to handle it.
I would be trying to get back to the Palladium camp and see if it is possible for me to get my horse, because that might come in useful, and certainly things like my bedroll, things that I personally need to stay looking.
Princess Vespa over here.
And Hungar, you're not allowed to buy your own rerolls, man.
You said $2
cool.
reroll.
All right, Hungar's playing dirty pool, but I'll allow it this time, but no more. One, you only got the one, buddy. Okay, so Sir Devere is going to head back to the Palladium camp to try and gather his stuff. Is Laurelin doing anything in particular, or is he just waiting everybody out?
No, I'm gonna ask around the gypsy camp and see if they would mind sparing us some provisions for the journey.
So you're going to see the Jito about getting some provisions. Okay, Kirby, is he doing anything in particular, or is he just ready to go?
So I had actually kind of already moved away from these folks, if you remember at the end there, and I shot the arrow that killed the guy in the cross. So if they don't come back out this way, I'm nervous. So
Gringog, hang real quick. Gringog, only super chats on my channel are going to count for rerolls. If you buy them on their channel, really nice that you got them a gift, but it's only going to count over here because I'm greedy. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
So at least as to the end of that, I'm a good couple hundred meters away from them.
Are you leaving them? Are you wandering away?
I'm standing. My character be standing confused right now. I'm like, I just killed a man. This can't be good. Let's go. And then I see them just kind of mulling around, like, So
okay, so he's hesitant. Okay.
Yes, confused.
Okay, so Philip, what are you doing?
I'm going to go get the young boy.
The young boy,
Kirby.
Oh, so you're going to be with Kirby. Okay, so you're going with
Kirby.
Kirby.
I'm going to tell him that we need to
wait.
round up
Hold the thought. We're just figuring out where everybody is, and then we'll start. I promise. Don't worry. I'm just going to get the lay of the land. Iman, what is Navari doing?
I feel like I should go and speak to my father and let him know where I'll be going, because otherwise they'll be worried. And then obviously grab a few things from the camp as well while I'm there.
Okay. And then Mr. Bacht, the guy who's wearing a pair of pants right now, nothing else. What is he doing?
I'm looking around trying to find work to get some coin to get the necessities I need.
So as we pick up, Kirby wanders off like he's like trying to leave, looking back at the others, looking confused, and Philip sees that and heads over towards him. Bach just turns around and wanders off into the crowd. The Beast Man will follow probably Bach because he knows his smell best because they were in a cage together. So he's just this sort of following, which is causing commotion because now a half-naked man and a beast animal man are wandering off into the crowd. Which you will see all of that, Laurelin, as you're sort of turning towards to head toward the Jito crowd. Navari's heading back to his family's encampment, and Devere is heading over to the Palladium. So we'll start with Philip and Kirby, since they're the least focused of the other three who have determined directions to go.
Kirby, we need to go find some horses if we're going to be leaving this place. I don't feel like walking.
I think I just started a war.
It's okay. Wars happen.
I don't want to be in a war. That's why I'm here.
We won't be in a war. We're leaving. Remember?
You're going back.
The mate said we've got some mystical thing that we've got to do. So
yeah, he said something you've got to do.
No, he said you. That's why I'm getting you to make sure that you don't leave the group. We need to go find horses so we can take care of this.
Okay.
You guys notice the guy that you saved and the Beast Man are wandering off into the crowd.
I holler at them.
The Beast Man will turn.
Hey, Gerard. Where are you going?
You didn't know.
Hi. I'm not exactly in a look like I'm gonna be going anywhere soon. Need to get money.
Well, we need horses too.
Well, possibly Sir Gerard. He's quite well off. Maybe some of his people wouldn't mind lending us some arms and armor for Gerard here, and maybe a few horses.
Then we'll be slaves.
He could clothe you because he is just a fancy clothing merchant.
Yes. What do you think, Sir Gerard? Would you be willing to help out the group?
I'm guessing you're calling me back as
yeah, he's walked off. He's turning like, what do you think, man? Oh, Jesus. Pella Arist. He's walked off down the corridor. Like, he's heading on his way. And that's when you realize Navari has wandered off, too. And, everybody just seems to be going their ways really quickly with no plan to regroup.
You need me? I was just going to get myself ready for the journey.
Yes, Sir Gerard. I think we need possibly some horses, provisions, and it looks like our man Bach here probably needs some weapons and armor.
And a shirt.
And a shirt would be nice. And seeing that you're well-to-do, maybe you could help him out.
As he says that, you realize the Devonic Knights have sort of formed up off to your side, and that one knight that you've been talking to the entire time. So goes, right, thank you for your help, but I think you lot should be heading on your way. You're no longer welcome here today, and I would say for your safety, you move on.
That was exactly our plan, sir.
It's our plan. Yes, we're looking. I'm getting.
Well, then
my
get
horse.
to it.
I'm getting my horse.
Go on then. Go. Take this lot with you.
Come.
I get a horse?
My friends. I'm not sure if are you of the skill, the breeding required to tame a properly thoroughbred horse, Gerhard?
Maybe. Not sure.
I mean, what experience do you have in the saddle?
Hang on a second. I have some.
Some, I mean, be a little more specific than that. I mean, I grew up in the saddle. It was all part of my training, all part of becoming.
That's why he walks funny.
We'll assume you're having this conversation as you guys are walking towards the camp. Navari, are you going with them, or are you breaking off to go talk to your people?
I'm breaking off. I'm going to go back to my camp, speak to my father in
Are
particular.
you telling them this, or are you just walking off?
I'm just walking off.
Okay.
Navar, where are you going?
Oh, I'm just going to speak to my father. I'll be back shortly. I have to inform him of my whereabouts, otherwise he'll be worried.
We'd be worried if you wandered away without telling us.
We'll be at the Palladium encampment.
Got it. I'll meet you there. Thank you.
I feel I must make. I don't know. Am I close to my people's encampment now?
No, that's the other side of the fair from where you are.
Oh, joy.
You got a hell of a walk.
I'm going to be mulling in my head how I'm going to explain how I suddenly acquired all these people of lesser status with me, and what my people are going to think when I walk into the camp with.
Mm-hmm.
Bocht.
Yeah.
When was the last time you bathed?
Shortly before I got locked up.
And how long ago was that?
A couple weeks.
How about this, Sir Gerard? So you don't feel embarrassed by your situation. We will meet you in the Gypsy camp, and you acquire what you can in the Palladium camp. We'll all meet up in the Gypsy camp and head out as soon as possible.
I'm not sure you're quite getting it, though, because you mentioned that people need to acquire arms and armor and clothing. I cannot simply pick up those items and assume they're going to fit.
Well, take Bach with you. I think it would be easier to
But
explain
that's the
with
worry.
just
He
one.
hasn't bathed. He hasn't bathed for several weeks. Look at him.
Well,
Don't you have bats in your camp?
I have what in my cap?
A bat.
We haven't got time for him to have a bath. Did you hear the Devonians? Does anybody happen to have any? Is there a stall nearby which sells fragrances? Sort of pomanders.
You're pretty sure in the market area there'd be someone selling perfumes and stuff like that.
Here, Bach, a coin. Buy yourself some perfume.
So he hands you some Palladium brass, and yeah.
Just make sure you douse yourself in it, especially under there. Those bits that are particularly ripe. And I'll be here. I'll just wait here a moment for you.
All right. Going and doing it.
So the beast man follows at your heels, like you're the only one he seems to be trusting, so he's following you, which of course is now causing people to scream and women to faint, and it's just causing a whole uproar as you head into the market area. But you do eventually find a vendor of perfumes and scented oils, and he sort of looks at you and he looks at the beast guy and he's like, I can help you, yes?
I just tell I'm looking for just something to make me not so right.
Okay. And he's just sort of, keeping one eye on you. He digs around and he brings up a little pot with a wax seal on the top of it. Here, this will do good. You smell very good, very good.
Give him the coin.
Oh, very generous, thank you. And he just sort of then he's, I'm close. And he's shuttering up the thing and he wants nothing more to do with you all of a sudden. But you've got a pot of perfume now, and you and your beast friend can go where you please.
All right. I'm going to go someplace off to the side and get this on and meet up with Gerard.
Okay. The entire time you're lathering and bathing yourself with these scented oils, the beast man is just looking at you like a dog that's heard funny noises. It cannot seem to comprehend what you're doing. It seems really weird. And then it gets it doesn't like the smell of it. It sort of stays a couple of feet back from you because you now smell really, really basically you smell like sandalwood is what you smell like right now. You basically doused yourself in sandalwood oils. But with that, you head back over to find Devere waiting patiently for you with Kirby and Philip. Laurelin, you were heading to the rover camp, yes?
yes, we will be at the rover camp. Sir Gerard, we will meet you there.
So by we, who are you taking with you?
Whoever's following. I
All right,
assume
let me
the
rephrase
young
that
girl
question.
will follow me.
Who's following Laurelin to the rover camp? Who's following Devere to the Palladium camp?
Kirby, let's go to the rover camp with the mage.
I guess I'll go in that direction as well.
All right, so you three head to the rover camp. The rovers are quite happy to see you. They're more than they're a little shocked, and you've got Esmeralda with you, so she's kind of she does all the translating needed for you guys, and you will be doing business with them, and it's fine. They're happy to help you out because you've got Esmeralda, and obviously she's been chosen for something, so they're going to support it. Devere, you and Bacht and the little beast boy wind up walking up to the Palladium camp. It was a good 15-minute walk across the grounds. Maybe you were running things over in your head, whatever it was you were doing. And when you get up, the couple of the guards who are sort of at the front of the camp entrance look at you, and you rank them. So they're just like, "Night, sir," and they sort of step aside to let you in. But you can feel a tension coming off of them.
Is there a problem here?
Sir, no, sir. Just watching the door, sir. No, watching the gate, sir.
These two here, they are my guests for the time I'm
Very good,
here.
sir. Very good. Sir Albert asked us to inform you when you arrive that you should report to him immediately, sir.
Sir Albert?
Yes, sir. The Knight Commander, sir. Yes, sir.
What does he want? Okay, very well, very well. We've got to head over to Sir Albert's tent. If you two could just wait outside, I'll make sure the guards there know that you are not going to cause trouble. At least you smell
Yes.
adequate now. Make sure you keep the beast thing just close by you. We'll have no outbursts, and I'm going to see if I can arrange at least some weaponry and maybe a little bit of clothing for you. Do you have any preference as to what you'd like to employ weapons-wise?
Longsword.
Longsword. Very
So
well.
the Templars use two-handers, just in case you're
Oh, yeah. Well-
they use the Zweihander, but you're pretty sure he won't have one because Palabrians aren't Zweihander people; they're sword and board people, right?
So yes, I'll see if I can find a sword. I can't promise it'll be as good as mine, but it should be adequate. We don't use poor weaponry here, so just don't cause any trouble.
I won't.
Okay.
So Knight Commander Albert's tent is quite large. It's one of those military sort of encampment tents. It's the largest tent in the Palabrian encampment. And there are two young knights standing at the front, and when you show up, they sort of nod to you and give the other two a sort of a side eye and look back at you. Devere.
Good morning.
Sir?
Good morning.
You're expected, sir, but
So I
not these
believe.
two.
They are my guests. Can you just make sure they're okay here? They'll
Yes,
cause
sir.
you no trouble. They'll
Yes,
cause you
sir.
no trouble. I give you my word on that.
Very good, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're allowed to make small talk with them if you wish.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Very well. Very well.
So he walks in, they look at each other, and then one sort of awkwardly goes, lovely weather we're having, eh? Yeah, right then. And they feel they've done their duty of making small talk. So you walk into Knight Commander Lord Albert's tent. I said Albert, it should be Albric. Albric's tent is opulent, to say the least. Lord Albric was one of Vortigern's most trusted generals back during Vortigern's rebellion. He is a large walrus of a man. When he was a younger knight, he was considered hell on wheels, but the last 20 years have caught up with him in the midsection, and he's very jowly, and he has a big handlebar mustache. It's quite white, and behind his back, people call him the Walrus, but no one will to his face. And he's sort of looking over a board, and he sees and looks and goes, yes, yeah. Come. Clear the room. And all the others sort of look at each other and goes, now. And they step off, leaving you alone with them. Wine? So he looks at you and he says, wine?
Oh, you're offering? Yes, yes.
Excellent. Get me one as well while you're at it. He sits down in his overstuffed chair.
I look around, instinctively look around for my squire or someone to, and realise that there's nobody else there, and mutter to myself as I pour a couple of large cups of wine. Bring them over. There you go, sir.
Have a seat, boy. Have a seat.
Yes, sir.
You lost your fucking mind, have you?
Not as far as I know.
Taken with madness, then?
Possibly.
Under a witch's curse, perhaps?
No, not as far as I know again.
And I require something to tell the Queen. You've damn near started a war with the bloody Estradi.
Well, it was a most unfortunate situation. And,
Yes, indeed, most unfortunate. And now I've got to sort it all out.
They were
Do I
executing
have to tell you
innocents.
again that the Queen is very, very, very much courting the Estradi these days? She's allowed them to open a temple in Queensport. She's making great strides towards diplomacy with them, and then you come here and you bollocks it all up.
With due respect, sir, they were performing public executions in the middle
Of
of
bloody
the tournament.
peasants, man. Who cares? Peasants die. That is the way of the world, sir.
It is very uncouth to execute them at a time. We are at a tournament to display the glory of our our people, our combat skills. The
I
tone
will
should
not
be
sit
lowered
here
by such
and have
activities.
a bloody fabric merchant tell me about our honor. Your family has won no battles. Your name is one purchased with coins. Your family was lucky. You were in the right place when the queen moved to her red. I am talking, and if you speak again, I will drop this gauntlet, and you and I will settle this like men. Have I made myself clear, De Vere?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Let's not make any more of a botched job of this than we have. Your squires have been stripped of you. You are expelled from the tournament. You must atone for your actions and present great tribute to the queen to re-earn her favor. You have 1 year within which to do this. If you do not present yourself to the queen in 1 year's time with a significant offering to glorify her name and the crown, you will be discommoded and expelled. Am I clear?
Yes, sir, very clear.
I don't need to tell you how much money we've had to give the bloody Davonics to offset this bullshit you've created. Now get your personal things, and only your personal things, and be gone from my sight, sir. And may God have mercy on you, and kill you in the year forward, so that you are no longer an embarrassment to the crown or to the knighthood. Good day, sir.
I will prove the worth of both myself and my family, sir.
Yes. I'm sure you'll find the greatest fabric in the world. Be gone.
I'll turn and I'll down what's left in my wine glass. I'll place it on the table with a more than not a gentle thump, just a on the table, and step outside. And I'll say, Gerhard, and your beastly friend, I'm afraid it looks like I'm not going to be able to help myself to our weapons store, unfortunately. That did not go quite as well as expected.
You heard the whole thing, by the way. It's only a tent. It wasn't walls.
I have a dagger I can loan you, but that's about it. We'll have to see if anyone else, or maybe there will be some smithy nearby where we can pick up a sword or something. But my attempt to get some freebies here did not go down well.
We'll figure something out. Don't worry about it.
I tried.
So you
Come,
guys
let us meet the others at the camp.
Okay. At the Rover camp, like I said, everything's going fine. They're packing up some food for you and stuff like that. They've taken what coin you can give them, and they've sent runners off to get stuff for you from the market, so from the stalls. So you should be okay. Navari Ishmatar, you arrive at your family's encampment, which is definitely on the opposite side of the camp from the Palladians. So you're sort of on the other bracket of it all. And your father is like, "What is all of this I've heard? You're involved in fighting with Ostradi?"
Father, you must understand they were unjustly executing innocent peasants.
You are a servant of the Prophet now? You decide what is justice? I had a dream where I was told this, and now I know who you are. You are my great son, the justice bringer. Is this it?
Father, I just couldn't stand back and watch and do nothing. What if they were one of our family? Would we still allow this to happen?
Then we would have risen up as a
innocent?
group and burned them to the ground and shown them the power of God. But you are defending people who could well be our enemies. Your dalliances with this island religion have gone far enough. I will hear no more of this. I will hear no more of your belief in this Pendrick Reformation. You will atone. You will pray, and you will find the Prophet's words again, because you have gone too far, my son. Your mother may be soft, but I will not be. You must atone. You are not to leave this camp again until I say farewell. Have I made myself clear?
Father, I must. I have a very important mission that has been assigned to me.
Assigned to you? Who
Yes.
has assigned to you this mission?
We were at the gypsy camp, and
Jitos?
Father, I know you do not want to hear this.
You are
I knew
taking
you wouldn't want to
missions
hear
from
this.
rovers?
Father,
from
I came to you
bandits?
out of respect to tell you what I was doing, not to ask for your permission, unfortunately.
You are my son, and you speak to me like this?
Father, this mission is of the utmost importance. This goes beyond religion. This is a world matter, Father.
Beyond religion. Beyond religion. This is the word of God. Everything that happens here is His.
And are we not all God's people, even if some of us don't believe in Him?
You do not believe in God now?
No, I do, but these people who are going to be executed are obviously not of the same faith as me, yet they're still God's people, are they not?
They are heathens.
That's not for me to decide, Father.
Tell me of this mission. I want to know more of this blasphemy that you have brought to our name.
What was the mission again?
I don't know. What is the mission? Shall we take an out-of-character moment for everybody to remind him of what the mission is? Laurelin, since you've recruited all these people together, would you like to remind Navari of what his quest is that you put him on?
Well, we don't particularly know exactly all the details of the quest, but we do know that we are going to we're going on a journey, and we'll see where it takes us. And apparently, we are all chosen as part of the cycle, right?
Yeah.
Not Athane. Athane doesn't know why he's going with you. Which is awesome. I'll put my stream in the chat for people. So there you go. Now you know. Now you have a vague remembrance of your mission, and you know that it's a Pendrick cycle. So you can do what you like with that. A mission from God. We have another reroll from Michael Chad. Thank you, Michael Chad.
Oh.
So, what is the mission that you have put upon?
Father, me, not just I, but several others have been chosen specifically for this mission. We have reason to believe that the Pendrick cycle is starting again. We must put a stop to this.
Pendrick cycle! Your mission is fairy tales. Your mission is stories of magic and elves and golden castles. Is this what you tell me?
The stories have been exaggerated greatly, Father, but they are based in truth, I assure you.
Prophets preserve us. My son has been touched by madness. I see no reason to let you leave this camp. I see no reason to allow you to continue on this crazy idea that you have in your head.
If that's the way you see it, Father, then I think you should very well let me leave the camp in order to not disappoint you any further.
That is your mother's mouth. You speak like
I'm very grateful for my mother.
May her soul rest with God. Your mother was a beautiful and good woman, but she was a woman of these islands, and she was free-spirited. You have inherited much. Very well. I will give you a mission, my son. You will go on your little quest, and you will learn humility. And when you return to me, you will explain why I was right and why you have learned the ways. And may the prophet walk with you, and may God watch over you, and may you learn to be a man.
Thank you for your blessings, Father.
Take what you need from our equipment and go.
Well, I will obviously be taking my horse. It will make the journey much
Do not
easier.
give me a list of things you are taking. I do not need that. I just need you to go. Take what
Okay,
you
Father.
need.
I will
and
bother you
leave.
no longer.
And he just sort of
Thank you
sits
for your
down.
blessings, though.
I have lost my mind, but you are my son and I love you, so I will indulge you in this. But learn from this, my son. Learn from this.
And I sort of just look down in like disappointment, knowing that I've upset my father, but knowing that I have to do what is needed, and turn around and walk away.
Okay. So you grab your horse, you grab some stuff. Are you grabbing anything other than just basics?
Probably just provisions, making sure I've got all my armor and accoutrements. Yeah.
So you're getting the side eye from a lot of the other men in the camp. You know, they're sort of like, like, you know how it is. You're doing weird shit, so you're disrupting the herd, as it were, and the herd is now going. But no one gets in your way. No one stops you as you head out. And as you're walking towards the front, one of the old clerics who travels everywhere with you comes walking up, and he's an older man, very, very old. And he just sort of puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, my son, please, a moment before you go.
Yes, how can I help?
I wish to give you blessings in this endeavor you are undertaking. God has clearly put you on a path, and the path of God is not easily understood by, and he sort of just glances at your father's tent. But I understand. Please kneel, and I will give you the blessings of the prophet and God. So you kneel down, and he does a little, religious humana, 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 and anoints your forehead with a little oil, and then goes, now go and bring glory to God with each step you take.
Thank you. And I'll make my way forward.
All right. So eventually you're all going to rejoin at the Jito camp. Philip has decided napping was a really good idea at this moment in time. Until Hungar gets back, Philip is taking a nap on a bale of hay, and quite relaxed and snoring quite happily about it all as you all sort of slowly are gathering together. Thane, I assume you're kind of having that long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs air about you. So
I'm going to be near Philip because he's kind of the only one that talks to me right now. So I'm going to sit there. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling.
Okay. Well, you can see that, Norlin. You can see that he looks uncomfortable as you're sort of dealing with all these rovers and Jito.
Yes, that'll be fine. Thank you. I'm kind of, as they're bringing stuff to me and I'm organizing everything, and I look over at Thane off the side of my eye and kind of wander over to him. The little skulls and trinkets hanging off my staff, clanking as I'm, walking easily towards him. What bothers you, younger Thane? You seem troubled.
Well, this isn't why I came here. Supposed to be in the tournament. Supposed to, got a girl. That was good. And then you're supposed to go home. And now instead I think I started a war.
Quite possibly, but you are following your destiny, son. And you will you will find your path along the way, not to worry. Just go with the flow, as they say.
Okay. I'll do my best.
And not to worry either. There will be other tournaments in the future, and you will prove yourself. So I assume everybody else is coming into
that awkward moment. You just kind of go. You give that you said your wisdom and you walk off. And
my character has nothing. So
he's just like, huh. You as Esmeralda walks up to you, and again, she's a slip of a girl. I mean, she's maybe 13 years old, right? She's a tiny little thing, and she just walks up and she holds out a sugared cinnamon stick candy to you.
To which me? Oh, yeah. How old am I?
I don't know. It's your character.
Okay, good point. All right, yeah. So I kind of smile and I just no.
But it's good. It's good.
Okay.
You know who I am, yes?
No. I met you, but I don't know who you are.
I'm the seer. I guide the wise man, as she points toward Lorelei. Do not worry. I have seen you in the stars. You have a role yet to play in this. You have a purpose. And now, and she just sort of pats your hand, you have a friend. And she smiles and walks off, sort of pattering after the wise man as fast as she can. And then you see Devere come walking in looking mighty unhappy, dragging a horse, a pack horse, loaded with as much shit as he could put on it, and the other two.
I stand up like as proper as I know how.
Kirby, is everybody else here and ready?
Looks like it. They're talking. Philip's sleeping.
I hate to say this, but my attempt to find something useful for Bocht to wear and wield failed. My goodness, is that a boar?
No,
Philip.
that's so, Gerard. No need to explain yourself. You
But
did
I
well
must.
in trying to do what you can.
But I must.
But the rovers here have seemed to have given us everything we need, and it seems that Bach here is in need of some armament. I look at the young girl. Do you think your people could supply Mr. Bach here with a few arms, maybe some armor?
Yes, I have another beer.
He says, and she sort of holds out her hand to you, Bocht. Come.
I'll go with her.
So she leads you around, and there's a bunch of like wine barrel tubs. There's like that filled with water, and you see various Jito are bathing, and she just sort of does this, like, wash yourself, please.
Yeah.
And while you do that, you see her talking to some of the other Jitos, and they bring you like pants and shoes and a tunic and a cloak, but no weapons and no armor.
It's an improvement.
And while he's doing that, Philip wakes up, and we see young Master Navari coming back into camp, walking his horse, and maybe looking a little dejected. I don't know. What's he look like? What's Navari's face looking like as he walks in? Okay, there you go. That's the face.
I had the best dream about beers and turkey legs.
Well, I'm glad you had pleasant dreams, Philip, because this journey probably will not be pleasant. And I will say to you all, again, that I need all of us to stand together in this quest. If not, it will surely fail. I don't know what darkness lies ahead, but I know it's going to be a great darkness, and there will be hard times aplenty. So any man that wants to turn back now, I completely understand.
Philip, has it been told to you before that you always make that noise when you sleep?
What noise? I didn't hear anything.
Clearly not. I'll throw a coin to Kirby. Here, son. No. Can you go and get some candles, please? I wish to make some wax earplugs.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go try. If there's somewhere close, I will go try to purchase some candles. Nice, good beeswax candles. Because of course, he deserves that.
The merchant section is quite large. It takes up a full third of the camp is all the people selling stuff, right? And as you run through, you can see there's armorers, there's weaponsmiths, there's cloth, there's food, there's oils, there's all sorts of things. And you sort of are weaving in and out of the people. And you notice some people are giving you a look and it's not a bad look. It's like sort of like some people are sort of giving you like this like type of look, like they recognize you. And you eventually see a guy who's got candles, beeswax candles. Like that's all he's got, is just endless candles and lanterns, right? Like that's all he's got. And as you walk up, he looks and he goes, "How can I help you, sir?" "Hey, you're the one with the shot."
Yeah, I did pretty well at the tournament. Well, at least the one round I was in.
The tournament, you're the one who let that guy on the cross go in peace. That's a hell of a shot, son.
You saw that?
Everyone saw that.
Really?
Everyone saw that. You're the talk of the camp.
Can I get some? I'd like some smelly candles.
Right. I mean, you need a half dozen.
What does this give me?
Oh, your money's no good at my shop, mate. You protected one of our own. You sent him on his way and released him. You're good folk. And he sort of packs up a sad,
Thank you.
Like a leather, like a bag, like a canvas, and he wraps it all up and ties up. Hey, a dozen of my best candles just for you. And he grabs a glass and iron wrought candle holder, like a lantern candle holder. He goes, "For your troubles."
Wow, that's so nice. What's your name, mister?
My name is Stephen. And if you remember my name and you spread my name around, I'll be a happy man. Stephen, the Candler. That's who I am.
I will remember. You're so nice. Thank you. I appreciate this. And I just turn around because I don't know what to make of this. And I turn around. I'm jogging back.
So people are still looking at you, and like you, by the time you get back, you know, you've had a few pats on the shoulders as you go. It's all commoners doing it. It's like none of the people that have clothing or money. You know what I mean? It's all the people that are like, you know, working people. But they seem to be like a good half dozen of them were like, you know, oh, and that type of thing as you were running through the camp.
I go up to Gerard and I tell him, like, listen, I'm not a fighting man. I don't believe
I can see that.
in violence. But we need to do something about Jared Bot's armament and weaponry.
I believe these people are helping him out.
No, they just gave him clothing. So I reach into my coin purse and I pull out all the coin that I have. I give it to Gerard and I was like, use this to help get something.
Very well, Philip. You are most generous, not just with the noise of your sleeping and your sharing of your dreams. I mean, it sounded very much as though your body was belching out what you were eating in that dream of yours. It must have been a very good turkey leg, an excellent ale. But your generosity knows no bounds. I have a good eye for quality weapons, so I shall find out what Bok prefers to wield and see what I can do. But this is most generous. I guess I see Ithane coming back about now. Thank you. Keep a candle for yourself. Keep a candle for yourself and keep that candle hold of yourself. It is very nice. I'll take a candle.
I got the best smelling ones I could find, so they should be in your ears. You should probably get a little.
That will help with Bocht in the long term. Bocht, here's one for you and your pet. So one each for you and your pet. And Navri, here's one for you. Philip, you won't need one because I don't believe we quite make as much noise as you do. So I will
coin back, sir.
No, keep it for your efforts.
Well, thank you. Why is everybody doing this to me today?
Some of us in the last hour or so may have had a bit of a lesson in humility. Very well.
I did.
Not quite the dressing down that I had, young man. Not quite the dressing down that I had.
No, I had people patting me on the back, and I think they might be trying to take stuff. I don't know.
Maybe. I certainly had something taken from me, potentially, and that is my honor.
No, I gave it to you. Well, I was going to give it to you.
Oh, I don't mean coin. Right. Let us see. Gerhard, Mr. Bocht, you have a very similar name to me, spelling-wise, though it is pronounced somewhat differently. what weapon do you prefer to wield? Let us go shopping.
Now
Let us
Gerhard is
find-
actually wearing nice clothing. It's very Jito, so it's very embroidered with floral pattern. It's like, it's way stylisher than an Estradi who don't believe in ornamentation would wear, but they're nice. They're nice sort of bloomy pants and good leather boots and a beautiful warm tunic and a nice fur cloak. It's quite lovely.
I'm secretly glad because it means that my spare clothing that I keep on my horse is going to stay for me and not come in contact with anybody else's skin. But I'm on about getting you a weapon, Gerhard. Is there anything you prefer? Come. Let us find you a suitable sword.
A Zweihander.
A Zweihander.
Sounds
Very
fancy.
well. It does, yes. Come. I think we should go looking for a decent Zweihander for Gerhard.
So you two are heading into the market?
Yes.
Okay. What is Navari and the rest of you doing while they leave?
Getting
what? Sorry?
getting my stuff ready to go.
It's not
Just
hard.
petting my horse and feeding him a carrot.
Okay. And Laurelin, what are you doing while this is all going on?
I'm still arranging to get the provisions we need all packed up and everything. And as Gerard leaves, I kind of point at him with my staff. Do not be long, Sir Gerard. We must be heading out of this place as soon as possible.
I'm going to walk over
too long.
Sorry.
Oops, that was weird. Okay.
This should not take too long. Is there a suitable weaponsmith about in the market? Anyone selling arms and armaments?
You saw a number of them, Athane. You saw there was literally 4 or 5 in a row that just had rows of swords and axes and daggers and all kinds of stuff. And there was a couple of armorers and things like that.
Okay. I have the recognized weapon quality skill, so I'm hoping to just find something that looks suitable. Don't want any charlatans. Look for someone looks like they're selling quality arms. None of this cheap nonsense.
So as you guys are walking through the market, 2 things are happening. Well, 3 things are happening. One, people are looking at Gerard with a sort of curious but respectful look. They're looking at Bocht with a suspicious look, and they're making as much space as they can away from the beast folk that is following along behind Gerard. And they're Bocht just looking at them all, still chewing on the candle you gave him and sort of seeming like he's getting to enjoy the taste of beeswax lavender candles.
To eat it. To eat it.
And like I said, there's a whole bunch of armors and smithies and weaponsmiths. There's a whole row of them, and then behind them are actual bellows where guys are working, and you can hear the clink clank clink clink, and you can smell it and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, it doesn't, because you've never been to war. I was going to say it reminds you of war, but you've never been to war, so it doesn't remind you of anything. But anyway, it's a whole thing going on, and as you're looking at all the weapons, there's one guy who seems to be the sword guy of all of them. He has the most variety of swords. And as you're sort of looking through, he sort of walks up. He's a portly man, red-faced, a bald pat, but with one of those Lincoln style beards, no mustache, just the beard. And he's got huge arms and red. This guy works his forge for sure. And he sort of wipes his hand on his apron and goes, "Oh, du förre?"
A large Zweihander, 2-handed blade style, for my friend Gerhard here. He's a good swordsman, wielding the longer blades. So I'm looking for something suitable.
Zweihander.
Quality. Zweihander, yes.
No Zweihander around here. I got bastard sword. That's about closest I could give him. Hand and a half.
Is that sufficient for you, Bocht?
Yeah.
Then we shall have one of those.
So he walks you over to one row, and there's about a dozen different sort of hand and a halves there, and he's like, "All right, find what you like, the one you want, and I'll negotiate price." Yeah.
Yes, well, what sort of price are we looking? Bach, if you'd
It
like to just
depends
try
on
the
one
balance of
that
them.
is. I know it's flat is. Each one has a code's price. Some are better. I mean, they're all good. They're all good, but some are better. You know.
Bach, just try them. Try them. Check which balance suits you. Which grip is most comfortable, and then look. Philip has given me his coin. I have some coin as well. Do not worry. We should be able to afford this. So.
Are you wearing your armor right now, or are you just wearing your normal clothes?
I have my full armor on.
You have your full armor. He's reached over and he started rubbing the pauldron of your armor. Where do you get this?
My family. It's finest Palladium plate.
It's crap.
Is it?
Weakness that metal. Fold it right. Too much.
Too much, you say?
It'll break. Cold night will do it, and that'll be the end of it. You should get that replaced.
You sure?
I don't tell you your business, and don't tell me mine.
No.
Well,
Well,
you guys are having that conversation off to the side, Bach. You become aware of a small man beside you, and as you sort of look down, there is literally a dwarf standing there. I don't mean like a little person. I mean a dwarf, you know, like of the race of dwarves.
Yeah.
He sort of nods. He goes, "Morning."
Morning.
What you're looking for?
For a good, preferably two-handed sword, but taking what I can get at this moment.
And he just sort of looks at them all, and he just looks back and goes, And he just taps his thumb along the most boring, plain, just like a blade, a haft, and a hilt. You know what I mean? There's nothing spectacular about it. He goes, "Yeah, that's good. That's good still."
Gonna pick that one up.
So it's got a nice balance. It feels solid. There's no leather on the pommel, nothing. It's like a naked, bare, raw sword.
Perfect.
You look back, he's gone. He's not even there.
That's the one.
Hey, talk to my cousin. He does armor. 3 shop down there. Take a look to him. I'll fix that. He'll do a good job for you. Tell him I sent you.
I don't believe we have the time to get this sorted, unfortunately. But I'll bear that in mind for future. Bach, have you decided on a blade?
Yeah.
And he looks. That one.
It's what he's chosen.
5 crowns.
5?
Hey,
Very well.
it's not worth much more than 5 crowns. It's 5 crowns.
Very well.
Oh,
Yes,
and
fine.
here, and he grabs a long strip of leather and rolls it up and throws it to you. You might want to wrap that and don't fall out your hand in the rain.
Thank you. 5
Need
grand.
scabbard?
5 grand is fine. Scabbard box?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes.
For that one, he looks around. He starts going through a barrel of scabbards. Looks back, pulls out the most boring, just this is literally definition of scabbard, you know, and nothing more than that. Throws
Functional
it
is
to you.
fine.
2 crowns.
2 crowns. Very well. Very well.
Now, go to my cousin. Tell him Anurus sent you. Anurus, I sent you. He'll give you a good deal.
I'm not sure we quite have time at the moment, but Anurus.
Anurus.
Anurus. Okay. Very well. Well, thank you. Thank you.
He turns and walks off back to his bellows, having done his business with you.
I think we return to the camp now, Bocht. We have a weapon for you.
Yeah.
And Philip has some change.
Yeah.
Very good. Very well.
The candle is now half gone. The second half is gone.
Can you tell your pet the candle is not for eating? It's for the ears, so he can sleep at night.
I think he's gonna sleep no matter what.
Okay. Very well. Let him do as he will with that candle.
Yeah.
So you head back.
Yes.
All right. You all regroup back at the Jito camp. In the east, you can see storm clouds coming in. They're off maybe 30 miles, but you can see them forming up there. The wind is picked up a bit, and you can smell the moisture on the wind. There is definitely a rainstorm heading your way. The nice part
lift up my further feathery cloak, and it just completely covers my face with all these feathers and fur at the end. Well, looks like we have to get a bit of wet weather. Sir Gerard, have you finished your business in the camp?
Gerhard has a suitable weapon. Philip, here is we did not need all your coins, so here is the remainder. So whatever you gave me minus 7, I give you back.
And I take that and I split it in half, and I give the other half to Bob. So he is not a penny of this. Baby.
So you've got about half a dozen crowns. So that's like, you got like about, in real world terms, about like $50.
So you're not broke.
Well, so Gerard, is the rest of our party ready? I feel like we should be setting off.
I believe so. My armor, does it look good to you?
It looks just dandy, sir. Dandy. As you always do.
Your armor looks fine to me as a fellow knight, yeah?
Not the look.
I'm tapping on my pauldron.
He's concerned about the quality.
But your hair, sir, just a little bit right
Sir,
there.
Sir Gerard, what's got you up in a tizzy?
Oh, nothing. You sure my armor looks okay? I mean,
I'm
it
gonna
looks as
walk
good as
up
yours.
to him. I'm gonna tap it with my fist. It's hard,
It's supposed to be.
but then I think it works.
Yes.
Your armor's fine, sir. And I give him a playful little tap with the end of my staff into his stomach. Now, if we don't have any other business to attend to, I think we should be setting off. And I look to the girl.
She nods.
Lead the way.
Put my hood up, got my quarterstaff ready. It's like Shakespeare it is.
It is Shanksmere for you, sir. As you guys start heading north, well, you head a little bit west out of the camp and then follow. So there is the Salt Road. The Salt Roads were the roads that basically ran across the island of Albana. They were called the Salt Roads because basically the first one was the Salt Road out of Escaine, where the salt mines were, where they brought a lot of it down. Now the salt is mostly mined out of the north of Davin, and the Devonic Knights have made sure to keep the salt roads alive across the island. But the old Salt Road, or the Old Salt, goes into Escaine, and this is the old former big road of the island. As you guys start following it, here the cobbles are good, the stonework is good, it's still a good quality road for travel on. You've got 2 horses for knights, 1 pack horse, and that's it. You guys are carrying everything else, just so we're clear.
I would like the seer. I will offer the seer to the seat behind me on my horse. As she can, I will move forward as much as possible.
Oh, to Esmeralda?
I don't believe a young girl should be made to walk.
She smiles.
So she can...
I am good, thank you. I am Rover. We walk. We walk everywhere.
The offer is there.
Appreciated. If I get tired, I will certainly take it. Thank you, sir. You are very kind. May I read your fortune later?
Certainly.
He has lots of fortune.
She runs up beside Laurelin, who is like... So basically, she's attached herself for the most part to Laurelin, and the beast man has attached himself to Bakht, right? She does sometimes smile at Kirby, and every now and then she'll smile at Ishmael Navari. She doesn't interact much with Philip. She doesn't shun him or anything, but she doesn't, she sort of keeps a healthy distance from him. Don't know what that's all about. But as you guys start walking, it's north. You're walking north on an old road, basically. And, you're making okay time. And by about mid-afternoon, you've covered maybe about 10 miles of ground. You've done good time, but the wind has been picking up. And by about midday, the rain starts. and it's that kind of rain. You know what I mean? Like it's like the kind of rain you see where it's like, you know, like rivulets of water coming down off the sides of buildings and stuff like that. I mean, you are soaked to the bone. So much so that I'm going to need everybody to give me a D20 check versus their physical endurance, please.
Do we want under or over?
Well, why don't you tell me what you got, and then we'll see.
I got a 1.
Yeah, you're fine. It's under.
I got a 4.
17.
What's your PE, Cody?
15.
Okay, so you're not enjoying this. You're getting tired. You're getting cranky. You can feel it. You know what I mean? Something's.
I rolled 18 and mine's 11.
you're literally falling asleep in the saddle. You're so tired of riding, and it's been such a busy couple of days. Kirby,
I rolled a 10. My PE's 13.
Okay, so you're a little.
Am I rolling 3d6?
No, 1d20 under your PE, equal to or under your PE.
1d20. All right, one sec.
He doesn't look happy with that roll.
He looks upset. I think it's because he's using the roller on his phone, so it pauses the camera.
Yes.
We need to send him a set of dice.
We do need to send him a set of
Well, I got a 1, and my PE is 14. So
yeah, so you're fine. You're like, you know, you're young, you're full of energy, and this is fine. But it's wet and it's annoying. Bach, you notice that the Beastman keeps glancing behind, and then he runs off a little bit, and then he runs back, and then he runs around, then he runs back. But he seems to be really focused on behind you guys. He seems quite uncomfortable about things.
I'm gonna stop, wait till he catches up, and just look at him and go, "What's up?"
He looks up at you because he doesn't tend to stand fully, right? Like he tends to sort of hunch down a lot, and he just looks and he goes, "Followed something back, man flesh,
All right,
perfumed."
Devere. Our beast friend thinks we are being followed. He smells perfume.
Want me to go look?
Yeah, yes. I would let the boy look. I was just I wasn't sleeping. I was just closing my eyes.
Look very
You were
comfortable.
checking for leaks. We know.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
You simply didn't want the sun to scorch your eyes. That's all.
I'm going to start jogging off to see if somebody says no, stop, or get going. And then after a while, if nobody says anything, I need to warm up. So I'm almost going to go into a sprint for a little bit until I can get a good vantage point of something behind us. Now, I'm not a scout. I'm a longbowman, but I mean, I do have some skills that would help.
Okay. What skill do you think would help?
What skill do I think would help? Did I get rid of? Never mind. I got rid of those skills for the purposes of getting horsemanship instead.
Okay. But you don't have a horse, which is working out perfectly.
I'll take care of DeVere's.
You're going to take care of DeVere's? I can't wait to see your new character, John. Okay. So you head back about maybe a couple hundred yards. And once you get past, like the road, like this is getting into the hill country as you head towards Escaine, right? The land is going up, so it's hills, and then drops. And Escaine itself is a big valley that you'll be going into. But as you get to the sort of the third hill back, you see walking down the middle of the road a small person. They've got a bag and a cloak. And they look tiny. They don't look like a big man. They just look like a small
by himself.
Yeah, by themselves. Yeah, walking.
I have detect ambush and detect
You're not
concealment
there.
traps, so
You're not there.
Oh, sorry, that's him.
I'm gonna watch for 30 seconds to a minute. Is there any sort of cover here at all? Common sense cover. Okay.
The trees are starting up, and as you get closer to Escaine, there'll be more and more and more forest because Escaine is all forest. But basically, there are trees along the road, and there's little wooded, what do they call that? A group of copses of trees and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, my expertise is in speed, not in hiding. So once I'm pretty confident that this thing is by itself, I'm just going to turn around and run back, probably stay off the road or stay close to the road where I'm more like in ditch side, whatever. So that I'm not just silhouetting myself. All right. 20 roll. A 1.
Okay. So you're just stepping off to the side of the road and waiting. Is that what you're doing? Or
well, I'm looking for about a minute just to see that he's not leading anything or talking to anything or whatever, and then I'm gonna run back.
Okay. So you run back.
Yeah.
All right. So eventually he comes jogging up. Devere is literally sleeping in the saddle at this point.
I don't know what I'm supposed to see, but there's just a little guy walking.
Why have we stopped? And as I'm talking and looking back, I start walking and I tap on the leg armor of Gerard pretty profusely with my staff.
What? When did we stop?
Wake up there, sir. Seems like younger Fane has seen something.
What did you
see, boy?
Why have we all stopped?
Well, there's just a little guy walking, just by himself, coming this way.
Some little guy. Just ignore him.
Okay.
I say we stop and wait for him and see what he wants. There's
I'm
only
gonna
one
ask
of
for
them.
description.
Pose that much danger.
Probably fire. It's cold outside.
What was he wearing?
A cloak. I didn't pay attention to his shoes. Sorry. I can go back and find out.
I'm wondering if it's a dwarf from earlier.
Well, I mean, he's small, but I wouldn't call him a dwarf. That's mean.
No.
What dwarf from earlier?
Man flesh, not dwarf.
This was child flesh.
I say we wait here for whatever this is. What say you, Sir Gerard?
Seer, has one of your kin decided to follow us? Is that what it could be? Send them back if it is.
We will wait here for a moment.
I'm sure this is one of her kin or something like that.
She's just.
Yeah, I'll quite happily wait here.
She's not doing anything unless you tell her to, Laurelin. She's just waiting beside you. The rain's beating off of her.
What do you want me to do? I'll do something.
You'll find it, Fane. Just accompany me for a moment. I kind of walk towards the back of the party and look over the rise of the hill, kind of gazing through, lifting up my cloak a little bit, shaking off the rain.
About 2 hills back, you can see this small figure walking along. It's probably going to be about 20 minutes before it catches up to you at this rate. It's not making good speed.
I just kind of wait. Shaking off rain from my cloak.
I'll even though it's raining and I don't really like this idea, I'm gonna get the bow out, not knocked and ready, but just ready enough where if I need to use it.
Sure.
I'm going to take a drink of beer out of my flask.
He's warming up another way.
Out of your skin.
I'll grumble and dismount and head over to stand by Laurelin's shoulder. So, what has Bokt's pet smelt now?
I hope you're right. I look at the fire and I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he said it's not dwarf. It's definitely human.
If that's a human, then it looks like a child.
Yeah.
Fat child.
Well, if it is a child, we shouldn't let him be wandering out in the rain, now should we?
I look at the fire and say, man, I hope Gerard's armor don't rust.
Will people please stop talking about my armor today? I'll tap my pauldrons.
Well, if the rovers let the little girl, maybe they let a little boy come join her.
As Mary shakes her head, looks up at you, Laurelin. Yes, no, my people. But this is expected. The stars have shown.
Well, I trust in your judgment, and we will wait to see what the stars have brung us, shall we?
So
I'm just
about
going to leave my staff.
you stand there in the rain waiting about another 7 or so minutes. It's definitely a child, and he gets within about 30 yards of you guys, and he just stops. You know, you guys are at the top of a hill looking down. It's not a huge hill or anything, but it's enough of one. And he's just sort of looking up at you all. Chevalier de Verre.
I'm sorry, boy. I don't understand a word you're saying.
J'ai besoin de parler avec Chevalier de Verre.
He wishes to speak with me.
Oh, Sir
Yes.
Gerard.
What language was that?
That was Solaric, which is the language of both Fae.
Okay, don't know it.
Yes. Do you speak Albaresh so that these others may be able to understand you?
Midmani. I speak Midmani. You speak Midmani.
Yes. Yes.
I look for Knight Devere.
That is I.
Oh, and he starts coming faster up to you, and as he gets closer, and he sort of looks up at you and sort of drops his hood in the rain because it seems like that's proper etiquette for him. He is definitely a young lad. He's under his cloak. You can see he's wearing the colors of your house on his tunic, and he basically looks at you and says, "My maître me dit, my mistress told me I should come to talk at you, and that you would know her." And he holds out a chain with a locket.
Do I spot a family resemblance at all?
I'm going to need a roll on your IQ on that one, please.
Oh, that's not good. I've rolled 19. My IQ is 7.
He looks like a snotty little South Asian kid.
Do I recognize the locket?
Nope.
I will have your mistress's name, please, young man.
Madame Ghislaine Dessonnier.
The Lady Ghislaine.
Si, oui, Ghislaine. Madame Desaulniers.
And what? Please, the message.
Je m'appelle Perrin Bobineau. My name is Perrin Bobineau. I am to give you this, and I am to be squire.
She has
He's
appointed
still
you
holding
my
out the
squire.
locket. Water's dripping off of it now in the rain.
I will. I say I will. I would be honoured to take you as squire if the fair lady has requested it. And I'll take the locket from his hand.
Okay,
And
so it's one of those ones that has you can open it up like it's a cameo type thing, like a clasped locket. Nice work. It's very expensive.
I'll take a little look inside.
There's a painting of her on the inside of it.
I will place it into one of my pouches, just neatly, and just pat the pouch. Tighten the pouch up to keep it safe.
Sure.
And say, and could you repeat your name, young man?
Perrin Bobineau.
Perret.
Perrin.
Perret.
Perrin.
Perrin. Perrin.
Oui, Perrin.
Perrin. Well,
Oui.
Perrin. Welcome aboard.
Oui. J'ai faim. I have hunger.
Oh, sorry. I am very, very sorry. Laurelin, could we get some bread for the young man?
Philip.
Yeah.
You thought it was thunder you were hearing, for sure. But now it's been steady for a while, and it's sort of getting on your nerves like that's not thunder. And as they're sort of talking and doing what they're doing, you sort of stand up a little taller and sort of glance back. And about 4 or 5 hills back, you see men on horses riding over the hill, heading towards you.
Well, I look at these guys as a sure. Is that a spot of rust
Also, there's some horsemen coming. I think we should get off.
How many?
So you're all looking
Lot.
now?
Lot.
I don't see anything.
Give me a D20 roll, please, everybody. The higher the better, obviously, but let's see what you do.
15.
No,
Yeah.
I see my feet. I rolled a 7.
Nice. What'd you get, Laurelin?
15.
15. Devere?
Well, when I needed low numbers, I got 18 and 19. Now I need a high number. I've got a 3.
Yeah, you're bleary-eyed and rain-willed. Kirby?
14.
14. Philip?
Oh, I'm blind. I wrote 1.
So you're like, there's something over there, but I can't see any better. So Laurelin and Kirby, you can see it a lot better. There looks to be about a dozen armored and armed men on horses heading towards you.
I start looking around around the road. Is there
Well,
any
with that
place
great roll you got, as you're looking, you look off in the distance, and maybe about another, if you really boogie, another 20 minutes down the road, you can see a roadhouse on the side. Now, the thing about the Salt Road is that there are roadhouses maintained about a day's journey along for people, and that's by Edict of the Kings. So that would probably be the last roadhouse before Escaine, which a part of your brain is going, that's weird, because no one would be traveling north here normally, but there's clearly a roadhouse down the road.
How far is it?
Like I said, if you guys, as we say, gumboot it, you'll be about 20 minutes.
How far are the riders behind us?
At the rate they're going, they'll be on you in 10 if you stay put.
Okay.
This is still an area of like trees, shrubs, copses, and so
Yes.
forth. I'm not even gonna wait for anybody to say anything. I'm grabbing the child, picking him up, and we're moving into the tree, the copses. I'm not running, sprinting because I can't. I'm carrying a kid, but I'm moving off to get him off the road.
Okay. He's a little like, let's, and then he sort of, because now you can hear the, and he stops fighting right away.
I suggest we get off the road.
I'm following.
I would also suggest to draw your arms.
I have land navigation. Can I use that just if we can find a quicker, faster way to get somewhere less noticeable?
You can use it maybe to find a good hiding spot right now, but you can't find it to chart a course at this moment.
I wrote a 1. Do I wrote percentile on that?
Percentile
right?
on that, yeah.
Got a 21, and my land nav is 30.
Okay, so you find a little area. There's sort of like there's an oak sticking up, and then there's a bunch of rocks around it, creating a little sort of covered area where you could sort of hide.
Over here, guys.
Well spotted, Philip. Well spotted.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do about the horses, though? You got 3 horses, and they're large. And we've lost Iman. Oh, no, he's back. I see him down at the bottom. I'll add him in.
I don't know shit about horses, so that's up to you guys.
Is there no woodland or anything like that?
Like I said, it's copses of trees. It's not as heavy forest as you're heading towards, but it is fairly forested. You can maybe tie them off behind some trees and hope they don't draw too much attention.
That's what I'll attempt to do.
Okay. Everyone's going to give me a prowl check to see if you can basically hide yourselves. If you don't have prowl,
Concealment?
Concealment is for objects, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have prowl. No.
So then
Neither
you
do
got
I.
shit all. Good luck.
I don't have prowl either.
Nope.
It's funny how different yet the same Devere and I are. Both stupid. We both don't have prowl.
You're just opposite ends of the social
There
structure.
you go. Yeah.
I have no prowl. I'm wearing shiny heavy armor, and I've rolled an 86.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why you rolled if you have no prowl, but that's okay.
I just thought I might have a 1% chance, maybe.
Well, I think everybody has like a 5% chance as the base for prowl. I would allow you that. So if you roll under a 5, if you don't have prowl, you can pull it off.
All right, baby, let's do this.
Nope.
I'm just gonna say I'm cheating. I'm done. I'm not even gonna tell you what I rolled.
What'd you get?
A
One.
1.
I believe you. So you basically like fucking Kirby vanishes, just a ghost.
See if I can do that. Can I get in there? Oh, I just rolled. Never mind. Damn it.
That's okay. Iman, are you okay, buddy? You keep popping in and out.
Wi-Fi is really bad. I apologize.
Okay, well, we need you to make a. Do you know what's going on? Were you able to hear what we were talking about? Iman?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Did you hear everything that was going on while you were bouncing in and out, or are you lost as to what's happening?
No. No, it was all just...
Okay. So a young boy showed up who's been sent by the Lady Ghislaine to be De Vere's
I heard
squire.
that bit.
At the same time, Philip noticed men on horseback, armored men heading towards you, and now you're all hiding off to the sides of the road because the roadhouse 20 so minutes up the road is too far for you guys to get to, so everybody's hiding. Do you have prowl skill?
I don't have that one, though.
Then you have a 5% chance of hiding. Please give me a percentile roll.
Okay.
Okay, I'm officially saying it. Someone get his address, and we're going to head and buy him a set of dice.
I'm on Amazon right now buying him a set of dice.
No, there's the dice shop in England that'll get to him faster. The dice shop in the UK. We'll send him a nice set of dice from there because this boy needs dice.
Yes.
Okay, so I will cancel this then. Sorry. I was trying to be cool.
Well, you know what? We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I got 13.
So, yeah.
No.
So Kirby hides really well.
I got a 10.
What's your prowl?
I don't have prowl.
Then, yeah. So Kirby hides really well. The rest of you, you're pretty sure you're hidden, but you don't know where the hell Kirby is. Kirby, give me a D20 roll.
D20, okay. 7.
7. You're like hidden, and you're sort of like just like watching the road. And
I'm
then
covering
suddenly,
the child too.
They just come right over the ridge of the hill, and it's the Estradi. It's the 12 mounted Estradi from the fair. And you don't see, as you're watching them ride by, and they are riding straight past you, you don't see Gerbrecht with them. You just see the 12 knights that he had in his employ, or Templars, sorry. I have to do something really quickly. They ride past about 100 feet, and then they hold up, and they seem to be talking amongst themselves. Bacht, give me a D20 roll, please.
17.
You can hear them, and you can hear they're speaking Asturian to each other, the language of Astoria, which is the language you all speak. And they're going, I don't know where they are. Well, we saw them. They can't be far. Look there, up the road. House. Yeah, they went there. Okay, we go. And then they go riding off towards that roadhouse.
I guess we're not going to the roadhouse.
I wait till they run off out of sight a little bit and then come out of the trees with one of the pack mules. Well, I feel the coast is clear, but I feel like we should get off the road for a bit.
Yeah, they're going to the roadhouse.
Yeah, so I think that we should go across.
The beast man looks at you and goes, Father. And he just starts walking off towards the woods.
Well, I'm following him.
Yes.
I will follow him too.
I'm looking to make sure the child's okay, other than being scared or whatever.
He seems fine.
Cool. I'm still gonna keep holding him by the hand so he can keep up, or if I have to carry him, I'll carry him. Gonna duck weave.
He's a bit draggy. He's clearly tired from his long walk to get to you guys. So was that Lorland?
Already got like a quarter loaf of bread, and I bring out like a little wine flask, and I just hand it behind my back to the boy and pat him on the head.
Merci. And he starts eating and drinking wine.
Well,
easy on the flask, boy.
well, if he's Rust Bucket Squire, we should let him ride with Rust Bucket.
So it's raining really hard. It's gotten dark because of those storm clouds, and now there's thunder brewing, and you can see flashes of lightning up in the sky. The horses are having a hell of a time on the off-road because it's all turning into mud and muck and mire. And within an hour, you guys are like exhausted, all of you, except for, Wolfman Boy, because he's just like, he's running over rocks and trees and then coming back and then running off and then coming back. And then eventually he's like, sort of looks at you all as you're all sort of stopped because you cannot go any further. And he just sort of hunkers down on a rock and stares at you, waiting, just saying, making no noise, nothing, just staring.
We will stop here for just a bit to get our breath. And I just tumble down on a rock and just sit there and lean against my staff.
What time of day is it?
It's now late afternoon, but it feels like evening because of the dark clouds.
I'm gonna see if we can't find it. I'm gonna see if I can't spot a decent place.
A what?
Decent place to camp.
Give me a roll on your land navigation, but you're pretty tired, so I'm going to give you a penalty of 10 on it.
32.
Out of a chance of 30, which now gets down to 20, so that would be a fail. You're wandering around. It's just muddy and gross, and it's just not good. And you can't see more than 10 feet, 20 feet ahead of you. It's not good. Your cat's cute.
She wants something. Gonna look at the little kids. Is he doing okay other than hungry, cold like the rest of us?
Well, he's sitting on a rock now, and he's just sort of kicking his feet the way kids do, and he's just sort of sipping on the wine and eating the bread still.
I'm gonna kneel in front of him.
Excuse me, Ethan. I do believe he is my responsibility. I'm not sure you understand the role of squire. He needs to learn the etiquette.
I was just going to tell him that, but go ahead.
That's okay.
I was going to tell him that you're a lord and that he needs to call you Sir Lord, but
I'm sure he knows that already, but he's my responsibility. He has proven himself by staying with us now, and he needs to grow into the role, but please do not treat him with kid gloves.
I look at
he's a kid, sir.
I look at Gerard's back and I scratch a little bit and it's like, is that a crack for him?
You shut up, Philip.
I'll just turn around real quick.
I'm out there looking. No, my armor is good.
So this kid just, Baron just looks at you with big eyes, and
do you need anything more to eat, young man?
No, Chevalier. I am good. I am good. Who are those men, Chevalier?
The Ostradi. We must be careful.
I don't know what is Ostradi.
You will come to understand what they are and their purpose, all in good time. I do not think you should worry your young mind with that just yet. When you've done resting, you please make sure the horses are okay. Give them a little bit of a dry down, make sure they're comfortable and fed, and I'll see to it that food is provided for you as well.
So he hops up. Oui, Chevalier. Tout de suite. And he runs off to work with the horses, quite happy. Esmeralda sees that, and she's just sort of like, Sir Deville, may I go? May I help him? Can I go to help him?
Yes, of course. Yes. The horses are okay now. Yes. When you've done, you are free. Once you have performed the duties that I've required of you.
This is Esmeralda. This is the Jito girl. She's asking if she can go help him.
Yes, I think so. Yes. He has a lot to learn, and he will learn faster.
Walks away in the middle of your sentence. She's what she got. Yes, she got the answer she needed, type of thing.
It leaves me talking because I'm quite verbose, so I'm still talking. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. I'm not used to children walking away when I'm speaking.
I have a question for Gerard. What do you think of the cloth of my robe? Do you think it's of good quality?
I would point out the scene again. It is pouring rain. It is dark. You're in the woods with no cover. You're tired. You're hungry, and you're cold. Just keep that in mind.
And this is how I get happy.
Yep.
And I will squeeze the cloth and probably squeeze out a load of water and go. It seems to be quite absorbent. It doesn't appear to be very, very well waterproofed.
Well, you would know about clothing.
Is it comfortable?
Yes.
Is it warm?
It keeps me warm at night.
Then it is adequate. Only adequate. Could do with being a little more vibrant, though.
Like your armor, it's almost adequate. And I turn around and walk away taking a drink of beer.
I'm just. So
I'm gonna go over to Laurelin.
I'm just leaning on my staff, my head down. I'm actually like in a meditation state.
I'll tap him with an arrow.
Oh, what? Whoa! Young Thane.
I'm freezing. I'm tired, but I'm going north a little bit just to make sure they're not coming back around. I cannot sit here. I cannot sleep like this. So I'm gonna.
Oh, very good. Do what you must. I pull up
letting
my
you
hood
know
again.
where I'm going in case I don't come back.
Very good.
So I'm gonna go a bit north.
Don't wander too far.
So you're heading north. Do you have any scouting skills or anything like that you want to bring to the table?
Wilderness survival. That's it. That's not really scouting. So
I'll allow that. Give me a roll on that.
Okay. I failed it by 5%.
Well, there are 3 rerolls in the bank if you want to use one of them.
I don't have a good chance of making it. I'm not going to waste them here.
Would you like to use your luck? Test your luck.
Oh, sure. Was that 15%?
No, it's your D20. You roll a D20 under your luck. If you succeed, your luck goes down by 1.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, I didn't get a 10, so I have a 10 luck. And I rolled a 15.
So you lose 1 luck. Your luck's now 9. As you're just wandering in the woods at this point, you're just like, I don't know where the hell I am. I don't know which way is east and west. I can't see the sky. Like, it's not fun. And then at some point, you get the smell of the beast man.
Stop. Just completely stop.
As you're sort of glancing around, you see these 2 yellow eyes in the brush staring at you, and you hear, "Shh, come."
I crouch down, acting like I'm hiding, and
so he's under a thicket, and he motions you under it with him, and then you look and you can see the road, and you can see the roadhouse. It's maybe 500 feet away from you at this point in time. It's not far. And you see all the knights riding away back south.
are they, from what little bit I would know about tactics, are they just riding south, or are they looking like, okay, we need to figure out where they went?
It looks like they're riding with intent.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some talking and then they're riding, and all 12 of them are gone, but they're moving at a top, like they're moving. Even in the rain, they're pushing their horses hard.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'm scared of this guy, so I'm not doing anything.
He just goes, I watch, you tell.
I run.
So you come back to the camp where Laurelin is meditating on his feet. Devere is slumping against something because you're exhausted, Devere. Philip, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure annoying Devere is high on that list. What's Bakht doing?
Just keep an eye on the surroundings.
Okay, and what's Ishmatar doing?
Just standing next to my horse, petting him and reassuring him that it'll be fine, even though he's really cold.
Perrin and Esmeralda are wiping down the horses and brushing them and trying to get the water out of their cloaks and all that kind of stuff, their coats and all that sort of thing.
In that case, I'm overseeing them and making sure they're doing an adequate job.
This kid knows horses. This little boy, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's good with a horse. And he talks to the horses in his language, and the way he's talking, it's just like a child talking to horses, but the horses are, they're very calm around him. He seems to be good with horses.
What's his language?
Othasian. Well, it's Solaric. It's the language of Othay.
I speak that.
Oh, there you go. So, Ethane comes running back into the camp at a trot.
Who do I see first? Philip, Laurelin, or Sir Gerard?
You see Navari first at the horses.
Okay, so out of Laurelin, Sir Gerard, or Philip, who do I see first?
Philip.
So, Philip.
I passed him my beer jug.
If they haven't already passed us, they're coming back this way.
Back and I go tell Sir Rusty. We must warn Sir Rusty of this.
Sir Rusty.
You're right.
Bokt, give me a D20 roll, please.
Who?
Bokt. Gerhard
16.
Bokt. You can hear the horses riding south. You can hear you've been listening, then you heard the and they're heading south now. They're getting so far away, the thunder in the sky is actually louder than them at this point.
I think they've gone. I can't hear them. The horse.
What's that? What's the problem? Oh, what's going on?
The knights that were following us have rode south very fast.
Oh, that's fortunate. Are you sure?
Well, yeah, that's what 2 scouts have said, and I trust Kirby.
What else did you see in young Kirby?
There are 10 to 12 of the Astrati. They were going back the way we came or way they came, and I wasn't sure if I got here before, but obviously we could just hear them. And I don't know if they're looking for us, but they're riding hard.
Well, seems they're going in the opposite direction. I kind of look up in the rain. I will consult the bones. I pull out some bones in my bag and roll them on the ground in front of me. And then I look at Esmeralda and kind of do this.
So she hands her cloth to Perrin and comes over. Yes?
What did the bones tell you?
She cocks her head. Bones.
Yes, the bones.
Really? I don't read bones. I read stars.
I scoop up the bones in frustration. The bones read good fortune. I'd say we make for the roadhouse as I start shaking off more rain.
That is a fine idea. Maybe they have hot food and cold beer.
I'm willing to take a chance. How about the rest of you?
I think it's in our favor.
Come on, Kirby, we'll protect you.
Okay.
I think with the way he shoots, I think they're the ones that needs protection.
Can't shoot inside a building.
And you can't
And
shoot for
outside.
shit in the heavy rain like this.
What? But I mean, do we know what's at this roadhouse? I mean, what if they told the people there to look out for us?
I will go investigate.
Yeah,
I
that's-
will go with you, Philip. The bones read good fortune, and I trust the bones. Come. And I hardly start walking that way. And then I stop as I looking around. Which way is it? Looking at Philip.
I point the way.
Ah, very good.
You don't know the way, Philip. What are you talking about? So Philip
I
points in a
know.
random direction.
Yeah,
Roll it. No,
I use my land nav.
No, you're not using your land nav. You're going to roll me a D8.
3.
So Kirby, he clearly points not in the direction of the roadhouse.
I'll let him
Kirby-
lead for just a moment in case maybe he knows that there's like a safe walking path or something, just some nonsense. And as soon as I realize, no, we're not going, and then I'll say, hey, no, I went that way.
Yes.
Oh,
I
very good.
was,
Lead the way, young Yafane.
we were bypassing puddles. That's what we were doing.
Is anybody waking me up? Why are you just going to head off by yourself?
Apparently, they're not waking you up. They're leaving Bokt, Navari, and Devere.
I'm going. I'm not sticking
Well, I
around.
figured we were close enough to see. I mean,
They're
if he's
leaving
sleeping, that's a whole
Devere
different
to
story.
camp
But
in Navari. So Navari, you see them all leaving and heading in. We're going to the roadhouse, and they all start walking off into the woods. You glance back and see Devere is sleeping against a tree.
The beer's got
If
a
I
squire
see-
now.
If I see Devere sleeping as I'm passing him,
No. You guys went.
I didn't know he was sleeping.
I noticed that the rest of them are leaving, and I think, where are they going? And then I noticed Sir Gerard just slumped against a tree, just sleeping. So I just gently nudge him on his rusty armor and wake him up.
For the record, his armor is not
I know,
rusty.
I know.
Just for the record.
Is Julaine?
Ding, ding,
Julaine,
ding.
is that you? Julaine?
No, Sir Gerard, it's me.
Oh, what a pity. Where am I?
You're in the same place that you last thought you were. It seems the others have just absconded.
They've what?
Absconded.
Absconded. Where to? Where to?
Over that
Perrin,
way,
where
and
have
I
they
point in
gone?
the direction that they went.
Chevalier,
Perrin, where have they gone?
they went west, and now they walk into woods. Horses are good.
Horses are good. Then Navri, I think we better follow them.
Yes, we can't stay here.
Okay,
Yes,
I get horses. He runs off to untie the horses.
Take one child each on our horses.
Well, Esmeralda's gone with Laurelin, so you only have Perrin.
Perrin, you'll yes, jump on my horse. Navri, you saw which way.
I mount my horse as well. Yes, they went in that direction.
You can't ride your horse in this woods. You'll knock your head off with a branch. You're walking your horse. A kid can lean down.
I'm walking my horse.
All right, so you guys start following them. And Navari, since you're leading the way, I'm going to need a D20 roll, please.
Yes, sir.
Navari, please give me your physical mailing address on Discord.
Oh, Hungar's already on it. Hungar's on it.
We're buying you dice. That's what we're doing. We're getting you dice, son. Did you go to the Dice Shop UK, Philip? Hungar?
No, I did not. I've never.
I got on UK. Okay. Whatever.
I got a 1.
Oh, nice. God. Okay. So you guys are going west because that's the way they went. They went west. Meanwhile, you guys have fixed the western directory, the rest of you, and have started heading north towards the roadhouse. It sort of comes to your mind as you guys step out of the trees to where the roadhouse is, and there's sort of like a clearing around it, and almost like a, not a meadow, but like a lawn, for lack of a better term. You start to realize, where's Devere and Navari and the little French boy, the little Athasian boy? They're not with you.
Oh, I was aware they weren't with us. We were going to go scout ahead and then come back for them.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fine then. Great. So you guys you get to the roadhouse. So the roadhouse is now 50 feet ahead of you across this open sort of piece of grass.
Philip, are you sure you're going to be okay?
I'm going to be fine.
Well, I don't see any knights. What do you see, Effain?
Rain.
You seem to have keen eyes.
It's wet.
Why don't you
Me?
go knock on the door? Yes.
Philip said he was going to.
I walk right up to the roadhouse and open the door.
Okay, well, as you approach the roadhouse, you can see the placard hanging outside of it, and it has basically a boar on it, painted bronze. There is fleck on the paint. The paint hasn't been kept up, and it says in Albaresh, Boar's Head Inn, the Brass Boar Inn. And as you open up the door, the smell of fire hits you, and a little bit of a sour, sort of mildewy scent washes over you as well. To be expected, one would think. And the smell of yeast also sort of hits you, that off-putting bar smell. And as you open the door, you see a tall, thin, balding man with a mustache behind him. He goes, "My God, close the door. It's quite wet and cold." And he looks at him and goes, "Oh, bloody friar. Don't need a friar. What do you... No charity here. You must go find a church, sir."
I have coin.
"Oh, coin, you say? Come in, be warm, please, please. I'm Basil Boarshead. I am the proprietor of this establishment. How may I help you, sir?"
Do you have food ready?
"Of course. Polly, food, quickly."
Can I ask you a question? Did you see a group of knights pass by?
"Oh, yes, they were looking for a group of people. It was quite off-putting. They spoke that bloody Asturian language, just a bunch of silly sort of... I don't understand them. Idiots, the lot of them. I told them to be on their way if they weren't buying anything. They don't drink. I don't trust men who don't drink. That's the truth of it. Now, please, have a seat, and we will get you some food and a drink."
I'm going to need food and drink for 7.
"You are quite large, yes, and 7 will be then." You are, as he sort of just pats you on the stomach. Indeed, 7. My goodness, we have a healthy. Polly, we need food quickly.
I will walk out. I was like, I will be right back. And I go out and tell the guys,
Oh, around the back to the left is where you'll find it.
yeah, thank you. I tell the party to come on.
How far back is our camp?
Your camp is about 500 yards back into the woods.
Thane, go fetch the rest of the party, will you? That's a good lad.
Thane, go get everybody. All right. Turn around and I go back.
No grumbling of Thane.
So Esmery just sort of tugs on your sleeve a little bit, Lorlian.
What is it?
Be nice.
What did you say?
Be nice.
I am being nice.
No, you're being Devere.
Well, the rain gets me grumpy, okay?
I tell the guys, I'm
like that, and then just sort of pats you on the back. So was that Philip?
I tell the guys that the barkeep said that the knights were here, but he didn't understand what they said. So shoot them away. So I go in and sit down.
You're back. You found the privy. You sorted all that out, yes?
Sorted out.
Good. And are the rest of you coming in at this point?
I start walking towards the roadhouse. Yeah.
Well, you're in front of it, so you know.
Yeah.
I was off to the side, off the road, looking, make sure it was clear. Once
okay, so Philip worked up an appetite because he went all the way back and all the way thing.
Well, I'm going back to where the camp was.
Yes. I'm going to need a land navigation from you, Kirby, with the -10 because of the weather and all that garbage.
Don't have land nav. I have wilderness survival. That is all you get.
You can have a wilderness survival with a -5.
Okay. Not even close. Nope. No chance.
So now you're wandering around the woods. Meanwhile, the other 3 have been getting deeper and deeper into the woods, and it's been about 5-10 minutes. You're quite sure you're lost at this point in time.
Navri, are you sure they went this way?
I'm pretty sure.
It's just that I don't remember these woods, and I don't remember them being quite this thick. Maybe we should retrace our steps. You have remembered which way we came, haven't you?
Did you hear that, Sir Gerard?
I thought that was your stomach.
No, I'm not Philip.
No, you're not Philip. No, I should have known that.
Give me D20 rolls, the 2 of you, please. What'd you get?
3. My dice hate me.
Your horses are getting very uncomfortable. They're starting to sort of seem like something's wrong. Just wait for phone boy to return.
Oh.
What'd you get?
I got 3.
Okay. So yeah, the horses are upset, but you guys don't see shit until you then become very aware that you are currently surrounded by a whole bunch of guys who look exactly like the Beast Boy that's been following along with you. Except they don't look like the Beast Boy, and they're looking at you like your lunch.
We appear to have a spot of bother, Navri. These appear to be box pets. Only these aren't house trained by the looks of things.
We've lost him already. He just passes out. He just faints. Well, we'll cut from there while we wait for him to reconnect. Back to Thane wandering in the woods, quite lost at this point in time. And then as you sort of like looking around, what are you doing? Like you've got no clue where you're going.
Do I at least have a clue the direction of the road? Even if it's
that
way-ish.
You can get back. You know how to get back. You can go backwards to where you came from, but to get forward to where they all are, you're getting a little bit lost.
I didn't recognize anything coming this way, like as in I think I'm in the right spot. They may have left, or like nope, I screwed up.
Give me another wilderness survival, please.
Okay.
No penalty.
I make not even. Jeepers, he's getting worse. Nope.
So you're like, you have no idea.
Well, I'm cold, and I'm by now I would have found them. So something's got to backtrack until I know where the heck I am, which is the roadhouse. So I will go back to the roadhouse. To the best. Even if I have to follow the road closely, I'm going back to the roadhouse.
So you turn around to start retracing your steps, and sitting on a rock.
It's
is
not
what you would first
working.
think. We can hear you. Screw your Wi-Fi. Go to data. You turn around, and standing on a rock, looking at you, is what at first you think is Box Beastman, and then it's like the cold chill runs through you that's not Box Beastman, and it's got a spear, and it's initiative.
Okay.
It gets a 15.
Make sure this is actually a 20. It's like it is. Wait, with my bonus, it still doesn't matter. I got a 9.
You got a 9? So it lunges at you with the spear, and it attacks. It gets an 18. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to dodge because I don't have any weapons out.
You got your bow still, don't you? You can use that as a parry.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I've seen men do it, but that's okay.
So 12 plus my parry bonus, which I don't think is a 5. It's a 3, so I did not parry. Or dodge.
So what's your armor rating?
Armor rating is 13.
So this goes through the armor and straight to your personal SDC. 7 points.
Ouch.
As the spear sort of cuts through the side of you, right under the gap in the arm and the sleeve. Your action. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to run. My whole premise is speed, so I'm gonna try to run out of there. I'll run through trees if I have to.
So you're gonna run deeper into the woods because that's otherwise.
No. Well, I'm still going to try to go in the direction of the road,
blocking the direction you want to go.
Understood. That I'm not going to run right at him, but my goal is to get in that direction. So if I have to be somewhat close and he gets another attack, he gets another attack. But I'm not going to get myself more lost.
We'll give him another attack.
Okay.
9.
Well, I'm still trying to dodge.
Okay.
I got a 14.
So you managed to duck around him, and now you can break for the road.
Yeah.
What's your speed?
Well, now it's down to 30.
Okay, yeah, well, because the cap's at 30. So you're at 30 speed as you're running. Give me a PP check. Roll under your PP on a D20, please.
Uh-oh. No, I made it. Okay, I rolled a 15. My physical prowess is 21.
Okay, so you're basically slipping on the mud, but you managed to get some traction and keep running. He throws the spear at you because you're faster than him, which is impressive. 17.
Ouch. I'm still going to try to dodge. Rolled a 1.
Oh! So through your armor, 11 points of damage. Your SDC as the spear chunks into your shoulder as you break out of the woods into the clearing, seeing the roadhouse across the grass.
I'm sprinting. I'm still up, so I mean I'm sprinting to get to there. I'll bounce off the door if I have to. I don't care.
Okay, so you're running for the door.
Yes.
So meanwhile, the rest of you were going. While he was doing that, the rest of you were going into the roadhouse, right?
Yes.
Is that accurate for everybody?
Yeah.
Right. Hunger, are you coming back?
Yeah.
So they come in as he looks up and he goes, "There's 1, 2, 3. Oh my! Well, there's a lot of you. Hello. It was a busy night. Well, that's good. You have coin? Yes. Coin. You drink? Yes.
Yeah. Yes, coin. Yes, we have coin. Of course.
Yes, I have coin.
Oh, Philip, good to see you, sir. That's our man right there that we're meeting.
Bloody hell. Friars and woodsmen and have a seat. Yes, of course. Polly, have a seat. We're going to take care of you. No problem at all. Wine, ale, what's your preference?
Oh, just some wine for me, Bart. What are you having?
Wine.
Wine, yes, wine. Very good, very good. I'll get you wine. Please be seated. Don't break anything. Don't start any fires. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Good. And he runs on, dashes off into the kitchen like a long-legged freak. Meanwhile, you hear against the door.
What was that?
I
I'm gonna
walk
go
to the
open the
door
door.
casually and open the door.
So as you open the door, you see basically Kirby on one knee, a spear sticking out of his back,
Oh my
and then
God, it
behind
hurts.
him in the rain, you can see a beast man running towards you, like running full tilt boogie.
I'm trying to
I'm grabbing-
crawl inside once the door's open.
I grab
grabbing
Kirby and
him.
pull
Oh,
him
no.
in.
Shoulder.
Oh my God.
Whoa, slow down. Kirby first, since he's the wounded party. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to crawl inside.
Bakht, what are you doing?
I'm gonna help him get inside as quickly as I can.
So you're pulling him
Ow!
in. Philip, what are you doing?
I'm looking at his wound using my doctor's skill.
Okay, and Laurelin, what are you doing?
Cloud of slumber on the Beastman.
Okay, what does that do? You have to tell me what your spells do.
It'll put him to sleep. He might get a save.
He should get a save. I would hope
I
he
would
gets a
assume
save.
so.
Hey, Iman, why don't you turn off the Wi-Fi and go on your data?
Yeah, it's a magic save.
Magic save, okay? So he's like, face first in the mud. Close the bloody door. I'm not heating the outside. Oh my, what happened to him? Who are you? What's going on? I don't understand. Polly! So this is
Calm down, sir. It'd be quite good. A feign. What happened?
It
Philip, give me a
hurts.
first aid check.
I got a 19.
What's your percentage chance?
My percentage chance at doctor is 30.
And what does it do when you succeed on the skill check?
I have no.
The first roll
Why
is to
don't you look
diagnose.
that
The
up? Why
second
don't
roll
you-
is to treat.
Yeah. So why don't you look your skills up, guys, please? It's
I
your
will.
onus. Your onus like a spellcaster is to know what your shit does. So first roll is to
First
diagnose. Here's the diagnosis. A spear is sticking out of his back, but no vitals have been hit.
Yes. And a 22 to treat.
Okay, look up what that treatment does. Back to the role playing for the others while this is happening.
Younger Fane, what happened?
I was running and I couldn't find him, and then I saw the beast man.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
Brock's
Take it
beast
slow.
man.
Compose yourself. Now tell us what happened.
Saw Brock's beast man, but it wasn't Brock's beast man. It hurts.
Philip,
Get it out.
we have to go find the others. Come on. I start walking out the door,
He's
and
bleeding on my floor. You can't bleed on my floor. You're not allowed to do that. I forbid it. I forbid it. You may not bleed on my floor.
I don't want to bleed on your floor.
we'll clean up the blood later, sir. Come along. I
So you're
start
taking
walking
Kirby
out
out
the
with
door,
you?
and as I'm passing, I bash the beast man over the head with my
Trying
staff.
to coup de grace it?
Yes.
Ooh, bloodthirsty. Give me a d20 roll. If you succeed, you'll kill it. If you fail, you might wake it up.
18.
Yeah, that'll do it as you basically crush its skull with the base of your staff, which you saw that. He quite casually and coldly just walked up and went right through its skull with his metal-bottomed staff. So Bakht and Laurelin are heading out. Esmeralda is staying with Philip to help treat Kirby. Did you get that skill result yet, Philip?
I'm looking for the skill itself in the book, dude.
All right. I will help you out.
What skill are you looking for?
I'm helping.
First, or the doctor skill.
Well, this would probably be first aid.
It's first aid.
I don't think you're performing any surgery or pathology on me yet.
Well, that would be funny. Physical, military,
Medical doctor, right?
medical. Yeah, first aid.
Yep.
Rudimentary medical treatment, which is stop bleeding, administer CPR. It does literally nothing other than stop you from bleeding. So, congratulations, you're no longer bleeding.
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's happy he's not bleeding.
Yes, but you don't get any SDC back from it.
That
Okay,
takes
so
time.
That's what you guys are doing in there. So you two are heading into the woods. Now, how are you going to track where you're going to?
I start trying to go towards the direction and look back to Bach. Do you have any clue where the camp was, sir?
Well, I got wilderness survival. Nope, I don't know where it is. 32 against the 30.
Well, we'll have to take our chances then. No time to waste. Come along. I just dive into
the woods. Meanwhile, back where you two were facing off against all of these beastmen, I'm going to need a roll for initiative, boys.
How many are we looking at?
Matar, there are 5 of them. Okay. They get a grand total of 5 on their initiative.
12.
We'll wait for Iman to try and roll his dice, disconnect, vanish 5 times, and then come back. This should be good.
Hey, Bear, since I did everything with a 33, can you tell me what a
D20.
Sorry, what?
D20.
Yeah. Yes, D20.
18.
You got a total of 18. Okay, what was your question, Max?
Sorry, can you tell me what a 30 is for the bonus to initiative? Because I have it written up for 33. Okay, 5. Okay.
That's 5. Yeah. Again, and the only reason I'm doing that is because they clearly state in Rifts that 30 is the human maximum without magic or technology. So it makes no sense to have speed of, I run like Hermes. What? All right, so 18 is the highest, so you go first. What are you doing, Navari? Drawing a sword is a free thing and you're on mute.
Yeah, so if I don't already have my sword drawn, I draw my sword.
Okay, that's a free action.
Can I use any of the skills that I have?
What would you think you would want to use? He's not looking at you right now, John. He doesn't see what you're doing.
I don't see what you're doing.
He's telling you to attack.
I don't know if hand-to-hand expert would do anything.
So what hand-to-hand expert does is it just gives you bonuses to your attack. So if you tell me that you're going to attack them with your sword, that's what we would be looking at doing.
Okay, yeah, so I'll attack with my sword.
So you would then roll a d20 and you would add your to hit bonus at the bottom and tell me what you get. You need to get a 5 or higher to succeed.
It says I get 5 attacks per round.
No, you don't. You get 3 because that, if we look at the house rule, I took away that silly Rifts thing where you have endless amounts of Ginsu 2 attacks and you just have 3. But you get 1, so we do it round robin. Everybody takes 1, and then we do 2, and then we do 3. Conduct an orchestra. That's funny.
I got a 5.
So you hit, but it gets a parry. Did you have any bonus to hit on that?
What am I looking at? Strike plus?
Yes, that's the one.
Strike plus 1.
So it's a 6. So it tries to parry with its spear. It does. It basically knocks your sword away from it as you attack at it. John, you're up next.
Okay, I will draw my sword, holding my shield proudly with my emblem. Shout for Palabria. This is what all my training has come to, but this is the first time I've used it in earnest. Oh! 17 plus 3 for 20.
20. Wow. It gets a 19 total on its parry. So you just, like, its spear comes up to block, and like at the last second, you sort of bash the spear away with the shield, and then just with the sword. Give me your damage, please.
7.
Now, here's where we're going to be talking about how I do combat a little bit differently when it comes to just goons and minions. I'm not interested in having protracted hit point bag fights. So you basically stick your sword through and it goes right through its throat and it starts to gurgle. And as you pull it out, blood just as this one drops dead in front of you. Now they go. So there are still 4 left, 2 on each of you. So 2 attacking you, Gerard. You may have your parries. You can parry up to 3, I believe, because you have 3 attacks per round, right? Yes, no, maybe? Yeah, you both. So you can parry up to 3 attacks. There are 2 on you. You got 3 parries. 17 for the first one on you, Gerard.
I have an AR.
And 4 for the second one. So no. So one of them is going to hit you. Are you parrying?
Yes.
Okay. Give me your parry check, please.
12 plus a parry of 3 for 15.
15, and I said it hit you with a 17, right?
Yes.
So it hits you, and it hits you high enough to go straight past your AR, your armor. It went higher than your AR. Your AR is actually, what's your AR?
15.
Yeah, it went past. So that's going to be 9 points of damage to your SDC. Navari. The first one gets a 15. The second one gets a 9. So they're both going to hit, but you have parries available to you. Please look up your parry bonus and then roll a d20 versus both of those. You want to equal or exceed.
Okay, so parry is +3. I got that's not good. I got a 1 for that one.
So you get hit by that one.
I got a 19 for the second one.
So the second one you parry, but the first one hits you. Oh, and it hits you well. You take 11 SDC damage as its spear bites through your armor on the side and hits you.
Oh.
Okay, John, you have a second attack. What are you doing with it? Oh, sorry, no, it's Navari's second attack. Navari's first. I probably Navari got an 18. Yeah. You're first, Navari.
Wait, sorry. What did they hit my SDC for?
You took 11.
11. Oh, fuck. That's a lot. Okay. Yeah, so I will. I'll roll to attack again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, great! I got a 2 + 1, which is 3.
So you miss. All right, Devere.
5 plus 3 for 8.
8 is a hit, but it is parried with a natural 20 as this one just sort of bashes your sword aside with its spear. And now they take their second actions on you guys. So 2 on you, 2 on each of you still. So we'll start with Devere. 7, 19.
Parry of 8.
So that deflects the 7 and now the 19.
Oh, yes, 20.
All right, so you parry both those attacks. All right, Navari, for you, one tries to spear you for 18.
No.
And the other one gets a 13. Sorry, 7. Okay. My apologies. It was a 3, not a 9. So basically
18 and 7.
It's 18 and 7. Those are your parries you got to beat.
Oh no. 13 + 3.
16.
Oh, I got 20. That one's okay.
Okay.
Use a reroll on the first one.
How many rerolls do we have?
We have 3. Use 1.
3. Is it worth using 1? It depends how much
Yes.
it's going to hurt me for, right? Yeah, okay. I'll use 1.
Use it.
Okay, so reroll. Go ahead and reroll that parry that failed. You're going against 18 still.
18 still. Oh, fuck off. Nope, failed it.
All right.
9.
So it went through your armor. You take 4 points of SDC on that attack. John and Navari are now down to your last attacks. Navari, your last attack on one of them. Please roll. How much super chat to get rid of their rerolls asking for a friend?
Oh.
I'd say $10. $10 would empty that pool. Yeah.
I got a 9 + 1, 10.
10. Okay. It does not parry. Roll your damage, please. And you went past its AR, so it's going straight down.
What do I roll for damage?
No, didn't roll your damage. Don't bother. You hit. So basically, you run that one through the gut, and then John, your second one.
22.
This like you and these guys are really on each other. It gets a 21 on its parry. Like this is stupid. So yeah, so that one again, you just so you bash the other one's thing, and this one you just cut across, then a slice as its stomach opens up, and its entrails just pour out steaming into the rain as it drops gurgling.
Snarl at the other 2, the remaining 2. Come on, now.
One of them, the one that's left on you, just goes. and looks like it's into you. The two that are on you, Navari, actually you killed one. The other one just looks and goes, "Ay, ay," and just runs into the woods at full still. His morale has broken. Laurelin and Kirby, give me D20 rolls +5. Okay, Gerard, do you have any actions left? No, we're out of actions. That's the end of the round, I believe. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, no. Now
19.
that the one left with you gets to attack you. What'd you get?
19.
19? Kirby?
Sorry, I didn't understand why I was rolling, but 4?
Yeah.
D20 plus
He's
5.
not with
You can't roll a 4.
Oh, 9, sorry.
9. Okay. You can hear something in the distance. Laurelin, you can hear clanging and fighting in the distance. You know which direction to head.
I'm going to head towards that direction.
Okay.
Speedily.
Bear.
Yeah.
Shouldn't I be making the roll? Not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Matt?
Kirby's not there.
Yeah,
apologize.
that's what I say.
My apologies.
16.
My apologies. Yeah, so you both can hear the battle. My apologies. Have an extra reroll for my fuck up. Throw one back into
Don't worry
the
about it.
pool.
Happens.
I know, but it deserves something. All right, so you guys know which way to head. You're heading that way. Now, that one trying to attack you, Gerard. Natural 20.
I haven't got any parries left, I don't think.
Have you parried 3 times? Yeah, you have.
Yes.
So that's a straight up hit that you're taking. And
Ouch.
because it's a natural 20, it's a critical hit, which means
Can we use a reroll to make you reroll that?
you can not do that. No.
Oh.
And it's a reroll, and if the party decides, then we should be able to. It's a party reroll, and the party wants you to reroll that shit.
Yeah, that sounds nice, but it ain't happening.
At the cost of 2 rerolls?
Oh my God, look at this negotiation. So what you need to do is give me a quick second. We have an established critical hit rule that we put into play. And I'm going to go and look at my pinned comment to see it. Critical hit, natural 20 is a critical hit. You have to make a save of 12 plus versus your poison. So if you have a bonus on that, that's great. Please go ahead and make that save for me.
It was worth a try.
It was worth a try.
7.
So that is going to be straight double damage to your SDs, to your regular damage to your hit points. As it finds a weak spot and slides through the armor. And you take 9 hit points of damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
Do you use the injury rule from Palladium now that he actually took hit point damage, which that means he actually has like a week-long injury?
Interesting. We'll look at that later if he survives the fight.
I'm down to 5 of 14.
Okay, give me a PE roll. Roll under your PE on a D20, please.
Yeah, that's easy enough. 8.
Okay, so you stagger back, but you're still on your feet and in the fight. Initiative. Everybody who's in this fight, and that includes Laurelin and Gerhardt, to see if you show up. Give me initiative rolls.
14.
14.
15.
15.
19.
Locked. 1. Okay. You're up first, Devere. What are you doing?
It's growled at me and hit me hard. I'm going to go back at it.
And
8.
well, 8 hits if it doesn't get its parry. It gets a 2 plus 4, 6. You hit by 2. Give me the damage. This is now turning into a little bit of an actual fight.
Double 6 for 12 points.
As basically you run your sword in its gut right up to the hilt. Laurelin, you come bursting through the woods as this beast man's back is to you, and you see a blade come straight through its back as blood gushes out at your feet. Bach sort of staggers up behind you, having slipped on the mud. And as you're standing there, you can feel the blood running over your gloves and down your arm as this thing's looking at you in its eyes. And even to its last moment of breath, you see its hate for you as it stares at you, and then the light goes out of its eyes and it just slumps and falls off your sword. And as it does, you see Laurelin and Bach standing behind it.
Good Lord, sir, what happened?
Where's my squire? I have a sword to clean.
So Perrin comes running up from behind the horses with like a cloth, and he starts rubbing your arm. And Chevalier, you are up. Blessé, Chevalier. You are injured.
I'm fine. Fine. Please.
You do not look fine, Sir Devere. But you did fine work here today, sir. And I kind of clink on his pauldrons.
It might crack.
Put him on horse. Help me put him on horse. We get him someplace safe, please.
Yes. Buck, hurry, come here. And I start trying to help him on the horse.
So you guys load Devere onto a horse. You are bleeding, sir, from that wound. You are bleeding badly. You can feel it. You're getting groggy. Safe. We have safe place, monsieur.
Yes, not far off. This way. And I start leading him back towards the roadhouse.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the roadhouse. No. This is not a bloody hospital. You cannot be bleeding on my floor, sir. What is going on? Who are you people? Why are you here? Why were men in armor looking for you? I don't understand. Polly!
How bad is it? Am I gonna be okay?
You're gonna be fine. I slapped 3 gold.
Brass. It's brass coins, right? So it's
The
pounds and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I slapped 3 of the highest denominations onto the counter and tell him it's going to be okay.
I'll get hot water and towels. And he goes up into the kitchen immediately to get hot water and towels.
Philip, am I gonna make it?
You're fine. You're not even bleeding anymore.
Well, it really hurts, but okay.
Have some beer.
Esmeralda holds out a little licorice-looking stick and goes, "Please eat this. It will help you feel better."
You got an extra one of those?
She gives you a side look. Please.
Thank you. I'll chew on it. Once he says I'm okay, though, my attitude's changing to like, this is nothing but a scratch.
You can feel it, though. It's throbbing.
Yeah.
It's still a hurt. And as you eat this little stick, you start to feel the pain flow away. It's got a licorice, cinnamony type taste. It's quite nice. And the more you chew,
likes to eat stick.
Feel. So Basil Boar's-Head comes back. Man. With a bowl of a pot of water and white, fresh towels and all that. Anything else you need, sir? Anything else?
Just some food and beer.
You think that will help him? Food and beer?
It'll help me.
Right. Yes. Good. Polly! And he goes running off into the kitchen again. So you guys clean him up, and as Esmeralda's like, she takes out a needle and thread, and she's like, I will fix. Okay.
I'm gonna have a war wound.
Okay. And so she just basically pats your hand and then sits on the table behind you and starts stitching up your wound. But you're pretty fucking high right now, so it just feels weird. It doesn't feel pain. It just feels like, this is weird. What's going on? But you're fine. You guys outside break out of the woods, and you can see the roadhouse across the lawn, again, about 50 odd feet. As you're moving up, you see the dead body of the wolf beastman lying on the grass with a hole through its head. You don't see that, Devere, because you're bleeding out slowly but surely. In fact, I need you to give me a death save, buddy.
How do I do these?
Poison. We'll give it a poison save.
3.
So he slumps in the thing and falls out of the saddle to the ground.
Quickly, grab him by the legs. I've got it. I start picking up his arms.
Chevalier! No!
I'll grab him by the arms.
So Perrin's sort of like, and then grabs the horse reins and starts leading the horses behind you quickly as you guys drag him in. And as they open the door, bringing in this bleeding out knight, Basil's walking out of the kitchen with beer and food and just drops it all on the floor and goes, what in bloody hell is going on? What is no, why? No, not possible. And are you doing anything?
I assure you, sir, it's fine. Everything's fine here. A little bit of your stoutest spirits, please.
Go to bloody hospital.
I throw another coin on the bar.
Right. Yes. Very good. Yes. More hot water. Yes. Polly! As he goes running off into the kitchen.
I am going to assess Sir Russ Bucket's wounds.
All right. So you got to take his armor off, which you do. Okay. Are you going to get comfortable? You're just going to. Okay. I love you too, but are you going to get comfortable?
I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11. So on a percentile?
Yes.
Yeah. He has a very bad wound. He's bleeding out. He's getting pale. He's dying.
We need to staunch the wound, so I will treat. And I rolled a 13. on the 2 dice.
All right, get a death save with a +2 on it, please, Mr. Gerard DeVere.
Oh, finally. 17.
So
if he bleeds out, can I have his horse? I asked the other guys.
I'm sorry, what?
I asked the guys that if he bleeds out, can I have his horse?
So the little French Asian kid kicks you in the shin really hard. Like really hard. Like he's got sharp little shoes on. He's just like, the Chevalier box is not yours. You get nothing. Nothing.
Boys, quite. Philip, now is not the time for joking. We have a dying man here. Now, can you staunch his wounds or
I'm not dying.
I've staunched his wounds. Kirby, I'm not dying. Oh, jeez. I've got his wound staunched up.
So
I stopped the bleeding.
But another hour goes by as you guys basically, take care of him, get him warm, get the fire stoked up, eat, drink, what have you, get everything sort of in order for yourselves. Mr. Boar's head is vacillating between bribed and panicked and annoyed. This mysterious Polly has never once manifested herself from the kitchen, but eventually you guys are pretty fucking tired.
Well, I paid.
Yeah,
I paid for the food, so somebody else needs to pay for the lodging.
I got it.
You're like falling asleep at the table type of thing. Like you guys are that tired. You know what I mean? And as the fire roars up in the heat, you're going to go now after all that? Thank you. After the fire roared up, it's made it even warmer. And as a result, you guys are even more tired. And I'm going to need everybody to make PE saves. Roll under your PE on a D20 to stay awake, except for DeVere and Kirby, who are passed out at this point.
Oh, okay.
I succeeded on 12.
I succeeded on a 5.
Cool. You guys are awake. Good for you. What'd you? The rest of you, how'd you do?
I got a 5 on my PE 14.
Okay, so you guys are like forcing yourselves to stay awake because danger is afoot. Did anybody fail that save? No? Okay. So you're all just sitting there sort of like bug-eyed and and finally Basil comes out and he's like, all right then. We're closing everything down for the night. The common room is yours. Do as you wish. Please don't burn anything, kill anyone, do any further surgeries. That would be appreciated at this point in time. And we shall see you in the morning for breakfast. Hopefully you won't have multiplied by then. As the door opens and Gerhard's friend comes in, covered in blood. Basil turns and goes, oh, and just faints onto the ground. And in his hand are the heads of 3 other beast folk. And he's just like, more coming here now. And he just throws the heads behind him and walks in and sits down, reaches for whoever's food is closest with a bloody fucking hand and just grabs a bunch of it and shoves it in his mouth.
I get up and lock the door.
And we will take a quick break for people who want to get drinks, want to go to the bathroom or any of that stuff. It is currently 5:28 Eastern time. Let's meet back here at 35. So 7-minute break. I'm going to make coffee.
I just want to be watching.
Have yourselves a quick moment to get a coffee and what have you. We'll be back at 5:35.
So,
What's up, Max?
no, I was gonna say something for the old geek, but I'll come back.
I'm back, everybody. Ha! Time to make fun of the old geek a little bit more and tell him that his armor didn't work very well because it's cheap and rusty. So far, this game is a lot of fun. I've never played Palladium until the first game that we did of this. And I do have to say, I'm really enjoying it. That's right, Law Dog. That weaponsmith was right. That armor did not protect me. But that just gives me more things to make fun of the puffed up cloth merchant. See, I'm an eater, not a fighter. I would have done no good in that battle. I'm not worried about it. I think I could actually take the beer in a fight. He's just a merchant, man. That was the first fight he's ever been in. He's a young idiot. I'm an old man. He's been wandering around with the staff.
You're adorable.
I would have handled that fight a lot better, and I don't even have armor, but it's not like his armor's any good.
I'm just scrolling back through the chat to see what I missed.
Squirrel Herbert, we're doing fantastic, buddy.
Still got 2 minutes. We're good.
Yes, Law Dog, the weaponsmith probably was right.
Funny. That's fucking funny.
Oh, I can't wait until you're awake so I can make more fun of you.
I want to interact with Basil, but I haven't been able to yet because I've not been there. So you put on an even posher voice than him. And
what's this about on-screen dice? What's going on with that? What's this?
Oh, they want you to use OBS and an on-screen die roller.
No. I have trust in my players not to cheat. And I would hope they have the same in me.
I wish I would have cheated today.
Yeah,
that rocks.
Yeah, we wouldn't be having such bad rolls if we were cheating. I mean, shit.
This is why I don't want to use a virtual
that's
table.
Only rolled.
Yeah.
That's only rolled 5 or lower, or mostly, or occasionally 16 or higher. There's nothing in between. It's rolling.
I've got two natural. I've got 2 natural ones, like in a row, and one of them was good, but one of them was the worst.
I keep getting like those natural ones or whatever on rolls that kind of don't matter. It's like, and then it's like, okay, fight. 7.
For real though, I can't find that dice thing that you're telling me about, but we do need to get a price.
Sorry, what? Say that again.
What was it there?
Hunger.
We need to get Amon some dice. I will throw.
So hang on, I will send you the link, Hungar. Hang on, I will send you the link.
It's a UK dice shop, right?
Yeah, it's the dice shop online is what they're called. I'm sending you the link right now, Hungar. Hang on.
Awesome.
I got it.
They're great. They're fast. Their fucking prices are decent, and they have a fantastic selection of stuff. Here you go. Sending it to you on Discord, buddy.
I think here has got a point in that it would add to the excitement of chat if they could see us rolling.
No, I get that, but listen, I tried to set up a dice rolling camera once upon a time. It is a logistical nightmare. So the only other option at that point in time is to use something like Roll20, which eats up most of the screen, and then as a result, I trust you guys. And you know what? If they don't like it, c'est la vie. I'm sorry. No offense to them, but this is a game we're playing, to have fun, not to. We're not Critical Role. We don't have those kinds of resources.
That's
you know. I'm fine with the way it is. And, sorry if people don't like it. I do apologize. Clearly, you have a preference, and I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying I've tried before. It's a nightmare.
I'll be the jerk in this one. I actually just I don't trust or like online rollers.
Me neither.
I want the cookie clack math rocks in my hands. Now, if I have to sit there and push the roll button, I'll do it. Like when one of the other games I'm in. But actually, most of the games I'm in allow us to roll like this, and I like having that tactile. But I do get what they're saying as far as people watching. It kind of, I don't want to say it takes them out of it, but they don't see what's going on. Like,
it's fair, but there's not a lot I can do. Dale, shut up. See, Dale's being a dick now, and I love Nerds Nerd. I demand that you play your game the way that I most enjoy watching. I want to speak to the manager immediately. Still, you know what? For that Nerds Nerd, the price just went up to $20 to clear out all their rerolls.
Yeah, your nickname is Karen now.
Yeah.
Wow. A nerd's Karen.
A nerd's Karen.
A nerd's Karen, yeah.
You are no longer Nighthawk. Okay. So we are all back. All right. So basically, he's told you there are more coming. You can hear the storm increasing intensity outside. What do you do?
I lock the damn door.
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw the bar on the door. It's a roadhouse. There are windows. There's more than one entry point to this place. What are you guys going to do? For the record, Perrin is absolutely useless as he's sitting there cleaning and mopping Chevalier de Ver's head. He's working with him. So he's not going to do anything else.
So Gerard and Athena passed out, right?
Oh, yeah. Athane is like, he's got a smile on his face as he's sleeping. He's really relaxed.
There are girls here.
Devere's lost color. He's taken a lot of damage on this one.
Well, some of you military guys need to figure it out.
I'll look around.
Shit.
I'm looking around for any tools.
Okay. So you guys are searching the place. Is that what you're doing? You're searching the roadhouse? Because there's nothing here. Yeah. It's a common room. There's not like, oh, look, a tool chest and a secret lock over there. And it's like it's not a it's a real place. So
yeah,
you're gonna have to go and look around.
I'm going back if I have to.
You're going in back?
If there's any locked doors, I have pick locks.
Here's what we're gonna do. Laurelin, what are you doing? Navari, what are you doing? Gerard, what are you doing? Philip, what you're doing? In that order. Laurelin, what are you doing?
I am standing, watching Philip lock the door, staff ready. I draw off my hood and preparing myself for what's coming forth.
Navari, what are you doing?
After what the Beastman told me, I stand with my sword ready to draw at the first sight of any trouble. And so stand facing the door, just waiting for anything to bash into it or something.
So you're just ready. Bach, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out a way to bar the doors.
The one door is barred.
Or windows,
There are plenty of big tables. As you're looking at them, you realize, two of you could lift those up, and if you had nails, you could nail them to the damn wall. But you got to find nails, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you're thinking about doing. Philip, what are you doing?
I am looking around for a place to hide.
Behind the bar. Perfect location.
That's where the beer is.
Yes, it is.
I casually walk behind the bar and hunker down.
Sitting beside a big breached cask of ale with a cup.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'm sorry, you were thinking Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah, the bar fight. But they burned it down.
Oh, yeah. No, it's raining, so that might be hard. I mean, you can, but, it'd be hard to burn the place down.
Let's not.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check with a +3, please, Laurelin.
I succeed.
So you notice Esmeralda is holding Sir Devere's hand, and you can hear her talking in the Jito language. But as you're watching her, you're starting to get the impression that there's something more going on here. And you remember that thing you can do where you can look and see? You feel like this may be a good time to do that.
I look at her and Devere and do so.
So as you pull back the veil, like I said, everything kind of goes like that warbly, sort of stormy look to everything. It gets muted colors. And as she's talking and holding his hand, you see behind her 3 women, ghostly in form. An old woman, a young girl, and a mature woman, like an adult woman. And they've got their hands on her shoulder as she's going, and just chanting and chanting and chanting. And then there's a flash, and the 3 women are gone, and you sort of close your third eye and like, oh, sort of take yourself back. Devere, you get back 5 hit points and 11 SDC. And then she sort of turns and looks at you, and she sort of smiles in that sort of childlike way she has. Everything okay, wise man?
Everything is fine, Ismiri. Possibly. We'll see what comes.
So, Gerhard, you're looking around for nails and shit?
Yeah.
Where are you looking? Where are you going? You're waking up, Devere. Kirby, give me a poison save, please.
No, that won't work.
11. No.
No. So you're actually no, because you have the chew doll, the chew thing. Yeah, so you're going to get a +2 on that, which gives you a 13, which is
a yes. Yep.
Yes. So you're sort of, you flitter your eyes awake, and you're sort of like your head is clearing. You feel a bit groggy, but you don't, and then you feel the ache of the wound that was recently stitched. Like, yeah, that's there, right? I can't believe I have to throw treats at my cats to get them to shut up. They figured out the economy. They know how it works. All right. So, where are you looking, Bakht?
I don't know.
So, as you sit up, Kirby, you see Bakht just sort of looking around, rubbing his chin, like he's trying to think. You don't know what's going on. Then you see the Beast Man covered in the blood, looking out the window, going.
I back up. All right, I skitter back, back to the bar or whatever is behind me.
The bar gets bumped, Philip, as someone's bumped into the bar.
Hey, watch out.
You watch out. There's a Beast Man in here.
He's with us all the time.
What day is today?
I don't know. Want a beer?
No, I want to go home. What's going on?
We're getting attacked by beastmen.
What? Where? What? Where am I?
And then you see as you sit up and look around, you're sort of feeling a bit better, Devere. Like you feel warmer and flush, and you sort of see, things are going around, and that sort of jars your adrenaline. And then you notice the passed out, tall, thin man with a mustache on the floor.
Who? What? Who's that?
Mr. Boar's head.
The last thing I remember was handing my sword to Perrin to clean. So, Squire.
Chevalier.
Do you have my blade?
It's clean. You see. And he holds up your sword.
Thank you, Squire. Where am I? What's happened?
We are in Roadhouse. You were badly wounded, but now you are okay. Look, I don't know what happened there. It's weird. And now animal men are outside going to attack us. And that, I don't know, he was on floor when I came in.
Then he clearly is not made of brave stuff. And I guess I'll see Navri stood there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gerard, you were gravely injured in battle. We had to bring you to the closest place we could find as soon as possible.
So was I.
I wasn't aware of that.
You were? Shall we compare scars, young man?
His was much worse than yours. Your armor did not help at all.
They are coming.
I'll stagger to my feet, hold my sword, and stand next to Navri and say, isn't this what they call déjà vu?
Indeed. Looks like we must prepare ourselves for yet another battle, Sir Gerard.
I'm proud to stand.
Are you feeling well?
Better than I was.
Well enough to fight?
If it must be that way, then yes, I am well enough to fight.
You hear a howl from outside, a long animalistic howl. Just, and then you hear it answered once, twice, 5, 10. Lost count. It's coming from all around.
I'm already standing out in front of everybody and look back just over my shoulder idly. Sir Devere, it's good to see you back up again, but now's not the time for idle chit-chat. I would recommend you prepare yourselves.
I am prepared.
Can I flip over a table?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I just want to make sure. I'm going to flip over a table, pull out my 2 daggers, knives, and...
No, they're daggers. I assume they're Are they like knives? Like you mean like little knives?
No. They're not like kitchen knives. They're knives. Like but
they're like
knives.
fighting knives. Yeah.
Yeah, they're single bladed, not table.
Oh, okay.
I am dragging Basil. His name, the boar's head guy. I'm dragging him back behind the bar.
So you put him down beside Philip, who's drinking.
Yes.
And Philip has now found a box or a cask of like crackers. So he's like shoving crackers in his mouth with his beer. I'm going to need a poison save from you, Drinky. Roll a d20. You need a 12 or higher if you have any modifiers on your poison save.
2.
Fucking drunk, buddy.
Well, we're getting ready to fight a bunch of freaking beasts, and of course I'm drunk.
You look at him
Alcohol is
as
correct.
you drag Basil, you look up at Philip, and he's just got kind of like the look on his face.
I stand up with my quarterstaff, and I'm like, let's show these beasts.
Give me
Floor.
Give me a PP check with a -4 to your PP, please.
Peep.
So he says, let's get, and he just falls back through.
19.
He falls back through a bunch of the shit, knocking a bunch of stuff down, and just sort of lands on his ass with one arm in the cask. Philip is hammered. Now, Bach, you don't have a lot of experience with this because Astradi don't drink, they don't fuck, they don't do anything. You know what I mean? They are the most boring creatures on God's earth. So it's just he just looks insane to you.
That's right, Dale. I'm not drunk. I'm inebriated with a potion of bravery.
So Esmeralda pulls on your shirt, Laurelin.
What is it?
Do something. She looks at them all and they're like, I can fight, and crash, tinkle, tankle, flips up a fucking thing, 2 knives out. She's like, do something or we're going to die.
Right. I suggest we leave. Is there a back door? I start running towards the back.
So the kitchen, there's usually in the kitchen.
Might not be a bad idea.
What about the passed out guy? Can't leave him here.
Drag him along. Let's go.
I was not bred to run.
The door to the kitchen opens.
Highly outnumbered, sir.
The door to the kitchen opens, and a short, pudgy, blonde, middle-aged woman, this must be the aforementioned Polly, comes walking out, looks around at all this. She goes, no, fuck no, not today, no. And just turns around and walks back into the kitchen.
Madam, I suggest you speak cover.
No, she's gone back to the kitchen. The door's closed. She doesn't give a shit at this point. She's like, nope, not handling it.
Sir Gerard, cover the rear. We need to get out of here. I start making my way towards the back, seeing if I can find a back door.
But these people in this inn are innocent. These creatures will tear them limb from limb.
I'm with you, Sir Gerard. We can't just leave them.
We're not leaving them. We're bringing them with us. Gather them. We're leaving. Out the back door.
Can somebody grab his feet? I got his arms.
So
Grab his feet.
What do you say, Sir Gerard? Tactical retreat? We're not running. This is a tactical retreat.
Whose feet are we grabbing? Am I able to walk?
as you pull yourself
You're
up
grabbing
on the
your
bar,
own feet.
whose feet are we
Yeah.
grabbing?
Okay, I will ensure the lady in the kitchen is safe.
So you guys pull Basil into the kitchen where Polly is now like basically just like locking windows, and she's like, if you're leaving, leave through that door. And she's just starting to put down hatches and put bars, and she's like,
You are leaving as well.
bloody hell, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
In all
I'm
good
not.
conscience, miss, we can't leave you here.
In all good conscience, you can fuck right off. This is my home.
Yeah, son, slumber. Cloud of slumber on her.
Hey. Nah, she goes, and yet furthermore,
Grab the lady.
I'll-
We're going.
I'll pick her up. Pick her up.
oh,
Hand over my shoulder.
you go, no, you're not picking up
Did-
shit.
I'll hand it to Navri.
Roll for hernia.
Did somebody grab the cash out of the register?
There's no register.
Out of the coin box?
Somebody
We
grab the
can't-
cash box.
We can't leave the money here for the beast bin.
Philip, get yourself together. We have a situation here. We have to leave. Go.
You hear the door open.
I am
Like, you hear
together.
that? You hear the bar from the inn that you put on. You hear it clang to the floor, and then you hear the door open. And then from just outside where you guys are, you hear a fucking like a growling howl shouted out from where you are. As you look around and realize Box Pet is not in the room.
Bad dog.
Shit.
There's the back door.
Bok, summon him quickly. Bring him back. He only answers to you.
No, we
I'm
can't
poking
leave
my
him.
head out into the common room.
Come
The
on, we
door
got
is
him.
closed. He's not there.
We can't leave him. Drop the lady. We have to go after him. I started heading back to the front.
So Perrin just looks at you and goes, Pourquoi, Chevalier? Why do we have to go after him? Why?
Because
We will get killed.
he's one of us. So we can't do this unless all of us are together in this.
He's looking right at you, but he doesn't even seem to hear Laurelin. He's looking at Devere for instruction.
I have more important people to protect than Gerhard's pet.
We
Well,
can't
you do
do
I
this.
don't
You
want
do
to
what
fight these monsters. They hurt.
We're a group, and he's part of it, and he has to be with us.
He's chosen
You
to
guys
leave us.
Remember, he's
chosen
chosen
to
to
leave us.
fight for us. Are you a knight or are you a merchant?
I have a duty of care for those under my stewardship.
Who's under your stewardship?
Perrin,
He can hide. Let's fight. And get me a beer.
you've had quite enough.
You're
I wish
just
I could join
afraid.
you. I wish
You're
I could
just
join you, but this is
afraid.
not the time for it.
You're just afraid your armor won't stand up because it's got rust on
I'm
it.
not afraid. I'm
Yes.
trying to use a bit of common sense.
Let's go. And I
I'm
go out
afraid.
the front door. I go out the front door to
Okay.
the east.
You're allowed to be afraid. You're a peasant.
Ooh, as you step out the front door, you see Gerhard's pet is about 20 feet ahead of the roadhouse, standing out in the rain, and he's just standing there with his arms at his side with like no weapons, just claws, and he's looking, and as you look up, you see a couple dozen beastmen all around the edge of the field, and at the very far end, the biggest, meanest looking one you've ever seen is slowly walking towards him.
I go up there and stand beside him. I stumble.
He just turns and looks at you and goes, "Go now."
I stagger back and fall on my ass.
Okay, fair enough.
Navri, do we? Shall we? Shall we stand by our comrade?
It would be
I
the
want
noble thing to do, and I would be very proud to fight alongside you, Sir Gerard.
Then come.
What is wrong with you?
I stride forward and stand beside the beastman.
Yeah, I'm already standing beside him, and
So again, as you guys get close to him, he turns like he did with Philip and goes, "Back, challenge,
we will not leave you.
challenge."
It's a challenge to all of us, and I cast energy field.
We can't leave you to do this alone. There's too many of them. You'll surely perish without our help.
He's fighting the big guy. Let's watch it. Somebody help me up and get me a beer.
So he looks at you, Laurelin, and he just goes, "I fight, you run. I die, you safe. I win, they leave."
Well, we stand beside you either way.
And you can see he's frustrated that he doesn't have the words to explain to you what he's doing.
We need to go. If he wins the fight, they will back off and let us alone.
He can't take all of them.
Again, you see this
Not by
big
himself.
one, but now
It's
this
a
big one
one-on-one
stops,
challenge.
and it's looking at the rest of you, and it sort of goes over its shoulder,
We must.
and
Okay.
they all start
Honor
moving
it.
forward.
I start understanding what's happening, and I pat the beastman on the back and cast energy field on him, and then back off, and I say, "Everyone, back away. Let him
What is
do what
energy
he needs to do."
Correct.
It
We
gives
must
him
honor the challenge,
60 STC.
Okay.
but we will not leave. We will
No.
watch and provide support.
He just hangs his head because, like,
He
you
wants
can
us
see
to
he
go.
has a plan, and you guys aren't part of it all of a sudden, and he's just like, and then he just starts walking towards the big guy. The ones that were walking up now stop and just hang back, watching all of you to see what you guys do.
Lower
For the
your arms.
record, I'm still in the roadhouse. I was,
Yeah.
I was holding somebody's shoulders. Maybe he's on the ground now, but
He's on-
I did not go out.
So you're staying inside. Okay. And Esmeralda is like at the door, and she just looks at you and she goes, I don't know what's going on.
It is an honor duel.
No, she's talking to Kirby.
Oh.
I stagger back into the roadhouse.
You're sitting on your ass right now. Let these two have their moment.
I was gonna go get a beer.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't want to fight them.
I don't know what to tell you. But I stand with the wise men. And she walks out into the rain and heads towards Lorien. Laurelan. No, she heads to Lorien. Fuck this. She's going to go hang out with Galadriel. She's had enough.
I respectfully back up about 20 paces and hold the locket, Ghislaine's locket, and whisper a prayer. But I'm going to leave the beastman to fight. It's what he wants.
Okay. They charge at each other. I'm going to make 3 rolls for each of them to see how they do. Your boy gets the first strike in, a nice one, right across the side, causing blood to spurt out. That's countered by the other one biting him into the neck and shoulder and tearing out a chunk of muscle with his teeth. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And then grabs him by the throat and rips down as you see like the throat of Gerhardt's boy come pulling out. And then he just sort of staggers and drops flat. And the big one stares right at you, Laurelian. Honor. Grabs your beast by the leg, turns around, and starts walking back towards his people.
I let him do what he's doing, and I start slowly backing away and motioning with my staff for everybody to back away back into the roadhouse.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm getting up and walking away back to the roadhouse.
Yeah.
Staggeringly, drunkenly.
He starts following the beast man accidentally.
Bach, as
I'm
you're
going back
watching, As you're sort of watching this, you can see your friend's chest is still moving. He's still alive. What are you doing, Bach? I need an answer, sir.
I know.
You could still cover that ground. You could still get to him.
Fuck it, I'm doing it.
So you guys see Bach just start running full tilt across the field with his bastard sword over his shoulder in an attack position. You close the distance. The beast man at the last second turns his head and looks back at you. You get one free shot with a +5, and then after that it's initiative.
Wait a second.
Is this the really big scary one?
Yeah.
Okay.
22.
He tries to get out of the way. He does not. As your sword bites into him, roll damage.
Six. 13.
13 as your sword bites down into his neck and into his clavicle. So you can hear the bones split and splinter as you hit into him. A gush of blood foams out. He staggers back. The rest of you see this. The herd now goes ah and starts getting real fucking angry. Initiative, everyone.
Even if I'm still inside, not paying attention.
Well, you can stay inside, not paying attention. That's fine.
13.
Okay.
7.
14, 7.
4.
I thought you were going inside for a beer.
Well, I was stumbling, and when I see these guys watch Bach, I'm like, let's go. What?
Okay, that's fair. Clavicle is the collarbone. Did I say clavicle? What did I say? I thought I
You
said
said clavicle.
It's the clavicle right here. Yeah. Dale says you can always shoot your bow from inside. Okay, so sorry. So the highest on your side was what?
14.
14. They got an 8. So you go first, Devere. What are you doing?
I'm going to run forward and join Bocht in Mortal Kombat.
With the big boy?
With the big boy.
Roll to hit, sir, as you run up with you, swing that sword.
Mortal Kombat.
22.
22. He does not block it. Give me the damage.
6.
So, bam! You hit him on the shoulder on the far side. Your sword biting into his deltoid area, and sort of you feel it hit the bone. It's a pretty good hit. Next highest initiative on your side.
I got a 13.
You're next. What are you doing?
Okay. How many are there?
About 24.
Okay, I'm going to cast to the back of the crowd, Cloud of Slumber on the back of them. So it's a 20 by 20 area.
You better learn some new fucking spells. Just saying. I'm just saying. You're getting a little fucking Xbox spam that button thing, but that's okay. So they got to make
Spam
Magic
that.
So 20 by 20, you're going to be able to get, we'll say a D12. We'll say 2D6 worth of them, okay? So actually, you go ahead and roll 2D6 and tell me how many you're going to get.
All right. 7.
7. So I'll do one lot of 5 and one lot of 2. Lot of 5, lot of 2, So basically, you put 7 of the 24 out of the fight. There is now about 15 left.
Spam that button.
Next highest initiative after 13. Navari, what did you get? Iman.
I got
Pretty
7. Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
Bach, what did
I'm
you
here.
get?
I got 7.
4. So, what did you
I
get?
got
Philip?
8.
8. Okay. They were on 7, I believe. So that means Philip goes next. What's Philip doing?
Come at me, bro. And I charge him with my stack. Staggering toward him.
So your story. What's your speed?
Speed is 13.
Yeah, you'll be there next round.
Okay.
You're running across the field.
It's kind of zigzagging.
On 7, they start moving forward, and they will be closing the gap, but they will not be able to attack until next round. So anyone else had a 7 for initiative?
Me, yeah.
What are you doing?
So I noticed that Sir Gerard has struck a decent blow on the big, scary one, so I try and attack him as well.
What's your speed, please?
10?
Yeah, you're only closing to him, so that's fine. You can get there.
Okay.
Or roll to hit, please.
Oh, yeah, I'm on.
His dice is on the way.
Excellent.
14 plus 1, 15.
15. He does not block that with a grand total of 12. Give me the damage, please.
What's that?
What kind of weapon are you
What kind of
using?
weapon?
Sword?
D6.
Which-
2d6 or 1d6?
2d6.
2d6.
2d6. 2d6 is a 4.
Do you have any damage bonus?
No damage bonus, no.
Okay, so you hit him for 4 points as you basically cut him across one of his biceps, opening the muscle up. Anybody else left to go? Oh, yes. Bakht. What are you doing?
Attacking him again. 19.
Okay. He does not parry.
$11.
As your sword, as you pull it out of the clavicle on one side, swing it over your head with the two-handed technique you know, and bring it fully across his neck, sending his head flying where it lands in the mud as his body drops and blood is spurting out. The beasts stop dead, and they all look, and they start growling and looking at each other and growling and looking at each other. They seem unsure what to do. Second actions. Cody, you're first. What are you doing?
Don't have one.
Don't have one? You only have one action around?
No, well, spell cost 2.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Devere?
I'm going to stand over the body of their vanquished leader.
Can't hear you. Too far from the mic.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to stand over the body of their vanquished leader, sword and shield at the ready, as if to say, dare you.
Give me an intimidation check, please. Do you have any intimidation? Ooh, that's a good question, eh?
No, I don't.
All right, well, I'll give you a 10% chance on this one.
And I've rolled 93.
So they all start just going like they're kind of amused almost at this point. They're starting to build up a head. Next up would be Philip. What are you doing? You've now reached the rest of the party.
I shake my staff. I'm like, get out of here. Go on, get.
Gerard, do
Fire
you want to
McCoy.
use one of the rolls in the pool to try that intimidation again? Now that you've got a drunk hillbilly monk beside you, going, go on, get it. No, you're not going to use one of the rerolls? Okay.
I can. I mean, yeah, I've got a 10% chance, haven't I?
No, you have a
Whoa.
15 because you got a crazy maniac fucking weirdo beside you who looks like death with fat. It's insane. It's crazy what's going on.
I also have a D10. A D10 is rolling nothing less than a 6 so far. So, I've rolled a 1 with the first one.
All right, you got a 1 and you got a
14
on the money. with 1% luck, basically he's like, "Oh, go on, get!" And then I guess Navari steps up at that point as well. And I'm sure
I stand on the other side
steps up as well and sort of holds his staff up, shaking his skulls. And Gerhardt just stands there with the sword that killed their leader in his hands, and they all just start going. They all start melting back into the woods as they've got more important shit to do, like figure out who their new leader is, as they all start pulling back and into the woods. And eventually lightning crashes and you're standing alone in this field, and you can hear the of your buddy at your feet.
All right, medical doctor.
Hey, drunkie.
Yeah.
Drunk doctors are a dangerous thing.
Wait.
What
I have
other
first
choice
aid.
do we? Okay.
I have first aid.
At least let me check out and see what's going on.
I also have biology, if that's any help.
No, first aid's fine.
Okay, first aid. Percentile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward. What kind of dice did you get him, Hungar?
Just some basic white and blue dice. White dice with blue numbers.
Nice.
I got him a complete set. They were like £7.
I'm telling you, they're so cheap, those
Perfect.
guys.
Yeah, I was looking. Wish
And
I
they're
was
I don't
big
have the
deliveries,
job
good.
right now. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, man.
Don't worry about it. You're a new gamer, man. It's the
It's
party.
tradition. It's
Yes.
tradition.
Oh no,
It's the party's job.
I failed it. I got 66 on 30.
You're like trying to hold it, and like blood's and his eyes are looking at you, and you can see like he realizes he's dying.
Let me try because I'm
sorry. I'm trying. Please. stay with us.
06 bitches.
Basically, so Philip gets in there and pinches off the fucking artery to hold the blood in, but you realize this is not a fix. This is a stopgap. You need to heal him somehow.
We need the girl.
Don't know the girl can do shit. You didn't.
I
see
was there
that.
when she was doing it with.
Did I describe to you what happened? No, I described to the man with the magic sight what happened, sir. All you saw was her holding his hand and chanting. That's all you saw.
Yeah.
I was there when she fixed up Kirby, though, so I know she's better at this than
She
me.
can stitch, yeah. That's fair. I'll give you that one. Okay. What are you doing, Lorlarian? You're the voice of this group.
I look at the girl. Esmeralda, is there anything you can do for him?
There will be a cost.
I'm willing.
Always a price. You will not be the one who pay it. I will be the one who pays the price, but I will do this for him. And she goes over and she sort of just pushes herself between Navari and Philip, puts her hands over his throat, and let's see if she can do this. And she starts chanting. Are you going to watch, or are you going to just let it happen as it happens, Lolorian?
I'm just watching.
Are you not going to watch? You're just going to let it happen, or are you going to see the price she pays?
Sure. I'll lift the bill. And
so again, you see the three women there. And it's at this moment you realize they remind you of the three women at the Three Sisters battlefield, that large stone thing that, has got the three women on it, who have names that I can't remember right now. And you see her holding the hands, and you see them, they turn away from her, and then she just reaches her hand behind her to them. They turn back, and you watch as they take a piece of her life out of her soul. And then it flows back in, and she starts healing him. You watch, Philip, as the wound in his neck starts knitting itself, and the flesh and bone and all of that just like starts covering and growing back. And then eventually there's just a pink scar patch with no fur. But he is no longer bleeding out, but he is fully unconscious. And then she just collapses headfirst onto his chest.
I pick her up and give her the
Lockwald?
Yeah.
So Philip hands you the unconscious Esmeralda.
I take her and look back at the party. I don't think we're in any shape to go anywhere tonight. We should bar this place up and take watch of God and rest here, and then we will set out first light.
So you guys are going back into the inn?
Yes,
Okay.
I guess
The roadhouse.
with,
Roadhouse.
him.
we shall leave at the crack of noon.
So, Kirby, you see them all come back in, bloodied, tired, wet, dragging in carrying in an unconscious Esmeralda, and between Devere and Ishmataro, and actually I imagine Bakht is carrying the Beast Man. They all come back in, put him down on a table, and all just sort of sit down. And immediately, Perrin runs over and starts cleaning you, Devere, and just start wiping the blood off of your armor and all that kind of stuff, and just doing what he's supposed to do. As you, Kirby, stand in the kitchen door looking at them.
So when they come in during that time, I was gonna make sure that Mr. Boar's head is comfortable. I mean, for lack of a better term.
Sure.
Other than that, maybe slap his face a couple times, like "Wake up, dude!" Whatever.
Oh no, he's out.
We got to run. Okay. But other than that, I mean, I was waiting for something to bust down the door and try to eat me. So.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just like,
yeah.
But they're there and they look alive.
What happened?
We beat the Beastman.
Yeah. My
Bar
friends,
the doors, front and back. We all sleep in this room tonight.
But you beat the Beastman.
Yeah.
But the cost was nearly too great.
And they might be back in greater numbers.
Did you ever have a doubt? It was
Well, me
me.
and Sir Gerard didn't. I can tell you that.
I drove him off with my mighty staff.
Young
Philip,
Navri,
you need to get some rest, sir. Sleep it off.
yes.
young Navri, you'll learn that doubt is something that you need to get used to, but you must overcome.
I didn't have any doubts.
I doubted. I overcame.
I find a nice piece of floor.
I've got enough doubts with my father, thank you.
Gerhard clearly doubted. He overcame.
I'm gonna push the table to the door. The one that I flipped over. Pushed the.
Yeah. Okay.
Perrin, my armor doesn't need any more work. Could you go and fetch the serving wench? We need ale.
Oh no, not now.
I get there. And he runs behind the thing and grabs a tankard, brings ale over and puts it on the other table. And with the gentle strains of Philip's snores, you all buckle down and listen to the storm cover the night. All right, Hungar, enough. Jesus. Remember that thing last week where you were so proud about how serious you could role play? Remember that?
I am seriously role playing. I'm drunk and I farted in my sleep.
Fair enough. And with that, we will put the session on hold until 1 month from now. Please send me your votes on Discord for the for the MVP of the night.
We can't vote on it now?
Yeah, on Discord. Send me a private message with your vote. Okay, fine. You can vote out loud, Hungar, because Discord.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I actually want to think about it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah. I want a moment too.
No worries. Take your time. Might help if I reopen Discord, eh?
It sucks that we can only vote for one.
I know.
Indeed.
It's almost like I designed it with that purpose in mind.
Are we still live?
Yes, we're still live, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, I've sent you it there.
Okay.
All right.
Just waiting on one, and then we'll have them all. There we go. All right, Cody, who did you vote for and why?
I voted for Navri because I didn't realize last time that he had never played role-playing games before or very new to it. And so far, he's doing a really, really good job playing that character. And that interaction with his father was very good. So props, dude. You're doing great.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the fold.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on your first dice set.
Let's go.
You
Thanks,
are one of
Hungar.
Favorite moment, Cody?
Favorite moment was actually probably Sir Gerard's interaction with the Knight Captain. That was really humiliating, and but like John played it really well. Like he role played that situation really well with that whole moment. And I really liked it.
I
It was
agree. I agree 100%. All right, John, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Max again. I thought Max should have just edged it last week. I think he's been very solid again tonight. Again, some excellent one-liners, and he's still playing that that innocent peasant boy who's unsure of his own abilities. I liked that bit where he was being heralded as a hero when he didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Right at the start of the session, he didn't. He played that naivety of the unknown hero very well.
Okay, that works. Favorite moment?
I think I liked the way Malachi thought and thought and thought and thought
Yeah.
and thought, and then went, "Fuck it," and just went for it. And just went for it. I think that was it. I think that was a real highlight. We had to go and join it. We had to go and join it. That show of prey for it.
No, it was good. It built the tension really well too. I felt
Yes.
so that was nice. All right, Max, who'd you vote for and why?
I had to break a tie. That's I'm just going to say that up front. But I ended up voting for Devere. There are a few reasons for that. One, I just think that he had more of a presence in this one than Navri, because Navri was my very, very, very close second choice. But there was got to do more. Like there's more involved with him in this one. But I absolutely loved. I mean, Jim Cody already said it, but that interaction with the Knight Captain. But even beyond that, the concept, like, I've got to be a knight, but I'm just a dumb merchant. I've got to be a knight. I've got to show some honor. I've got to do this. Like, even when he was yelling, or not yelling, but, talking to my character, like, hey, this is what we've got to do. I like how he balances that steadfastness with, I am just a merchant. I'm not going to, but my favorite moment actually was 100% was Navari with the dad.
Okay.
I love that interaction between the two, because he didn't just say "screw you, Dad," but he was like, you know what, I've got to sow my own oats here at the same time. And I thought actually between both of you, as game master and him, that interaction was I like the way it went down.
Very cool.
Thank you. I channeled my real life dad.
Hungar, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Navari for the entire interaction with his dad. He role played that very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
It was just some really good stuff, and he was really. It seemed like he was really into and his character at that moment, and I really found that just fantastic role playing. Now, my favorite part was when the dude rubbed on Gerard's armor and called it weak, and the way that Gerard played off with that when he came back, he's like, "Does this armor look okay?"
Yeah.
And I just thought that just gave me so much to work with the entire show.
Yeah, that was a bone you chewed well.
Yeah.
I beat that horse to death, baby.
Absolutely.
For reals.
Why not?
All right, Malachi, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Max. I thought over the entirety of the session, he had the best role playing, hands down. Just
Okay.
a lot of the little things I noticed.
All right.
I want to be known as the one-liner guy.
Yeah, there you go. What was your favorite
It's
moment?
not just the one-liners, though. It's not just.
No, it's
the
not.
one-liners.
It's not. I'm going to get to that. Don't worry.
Nabri with his father. I thought
You
that was
like that
perfect.
scene? Okay.
Yeah. And I just want
Wow,
to say
everyone
that
liked that interaction that much, really.
It felt real.
before I attacked the Beastman, what was going through my head was whether to honor what he was doing or save him.
Yeah,
That's
because
fair.
that's an Ostrati fucking dilemma right there. He's chosen his fate. God has decided it. But then God let you see his chest moving. So what does God want you to do? You know, it's like it's this amazing. I fucking loved it, man. But we'll talk about that. All right,
It's great.
Iman, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Hunger as my MVP for today, simply because I feel like at every crucial moment, he always had something to say, which either furthered the plot or just made us all laugh, which I think is important because at the end of the day, this is about having fun.
Yes. Okay. Fair. And what's your
my
favorite
moment? I agree with Hunger when Sir Gerard is really self-conscious about his armor. That was quite funny.
The gift that keep on giving. Yes. Fair.
Because even I played into it at one point.
Well, I like that he keeps calling him Sir Rusty. Okay, so
I think it says something that we've had such a wide spread of votes. It shows
Yes. Yep.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Iman. You got 3 votes. You're the winner tonight, so congratulations. You'll get a 10% bonus.
Let's go!
Wolverine!
The newbie got the MVP.
There we go.
Your prize is your own set of dice coming to you by UK Mail Service.
Royal Mail,
Legend.
sir. The Royal Mail.
Let's go.
All right.
I'll see you next year. Let's go.
It's coming to Intellectual Quandary.
All right.
Oh, you've labeled it as. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you.
Cody, I think you really had a task ahead of you tonight to keep this train moving. And I like the fact that there were moments where Laurelin just stood there processing, just trying to get his brain around everything. It was really fun watching you do that. And I played a little dirty pool by having your little seer, do something, like pushing you, because I could see he was just like, what the fuck? Because he's the wise man, but this was a very unwise situation to be stuck in. And I loved that your option was, we run, go, let's go, leave, we're leaving, we're going, we're leaving. Like, I loved that. You didn't, we hold the line, we be heroes, remember? No, it was like, we get the fuck out, we GTFO now. And I really loved that a lot. I love the voice you got. I love the voice you got for the character. I think you're doing a great job with them, and there's some shit coming up for you that I'm really looking forward to see how you're going to handle it. So well done.
It's like, oh man.
John, I said it. You're the gift that keeps on giving. All I have to do is just ting, and then just watch it reverberate through the rest of the session. Like, it's amazing. Like, honest to God, guys, everyone is made. Like, this is a great group. I'm really, the second time in a row, I'm blown away by this group. Okay, but John, Jesus Christ, man, like, you take a little piece of meat and turn it into a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really, like, I'm impressed, brother. Like, the way you fucking get in there, really good. That said, Max, holy fuck, I did not expect Kirby to sit out the entire fight. That impressed the shit out of me. That he's like, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm not doing none of that shit. Nope, fuck that. I'm staying where it's safe. Fuck, I love that. You got these 2 bonehead knights who are like, we must do what's noble and knight and protect the people. And you've got the fucking Bach who's like, I kill for God. You got the drunk priest, and then you got the wise man who's like, we work as a team. And you're just like, fuck this, I'm gonna die. I love it. It was really well done. I really like what you're doing with the character, and we need new art because he plays so interesting now.
Yeah,
that's true.
Hungar, you are going to die. I want you to know this. Your character is going to get you killed, but God favors the foolish, it appears. And as someone said, you had that Philip drinking Doc Holliday moment, which was really nice. And I love that you're full feed into this character. And I do echo something Iman said, which is you either further the plot or you bring levity to the moment, because that's what you told me you wanted to play. You wanted to play a good-hearted guy who's fun to be around. He's kind of the Friar Tuck of the group. And you've been doing that. So I really, really like that. That's awesome.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the game fun for everybody. And if furthering the plot or make a joke.
Yep. No, you're doing good. Malachi, I now know who Gerhard is. And I think you do too. And I think that was the interesting thing. I think you hit that moment where you had to decide who this character was going to be. Who is Gerhard going to be as a person? And you made your decision. And now you move forward from there. And that was awesome. It was fucking like, that's what role playing is all about, is a moment like that. I fucking envy you getting to have it. It was really cool. And then our little MVP, Mr. Navari. Well, I got bad news for you, buddy. I ain't taking it easy on you at all moving forward because you've shown me you've got the chops to play with the big boys. So
but his internet
Oh,
just
you
went
really
out.
think so?
I
You
really,
really think so?
I think everybody agrees with me that you've shown that you've stepped up, you've been measured, you've been assessed, and you have been found not wanting. You are there. So let's see where it goes from here.
You guys are too sweet. You guys are honestly the best.
Now, if you sucked, I would straight up tell you sucked, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I
would.
mean, these
with
guys
that.
know. I pull no punches. You've not watched one of my shows yet, have you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts or discussion or words anybody wants to say? Any opinions, any feelings? Go ahead. Let's get it out. Let's get it all done.
Lovely variety of accents and voices, Bear. Amazing as always.
Thank you.
I thought the game went really well from the GMing to the players. I really enjoyed this. It's gone on for 3.5 hours and it doesn't seem that long at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. I know I got a lot of stuff to do tonight. Now I'm starting to think about that, but I wasn't during the game. But great game from Bear and freaking amazing players. I'm having, I know I got a couple votes today, whatever, but I still feel like I'm working up to your guys' level right now. So
It was hard between you and Amon this time. I had to think about. That's why I was last.
Yeah, between Navari and Sir Devere, really, it was just that Devere had more in the episode as a whole. That's really what it came down to, kind of that tiebreaker. He just had more there, and it wasn't through any fault of anybody. It's just the way it happened, and I was like, that's what broke the tie for me.
It's also the veteran player coming
I
through
agree
where
with
he
you.
sees his opportunity because he sees them, so he takes those opportunities instinctually as a role player, right? Iman will get there. He's learning those instincts right now that we all take for granted. So it's that's the only difference there.
Yeah, if anyone needs to raise their level to match you, it's me.
Oh, shut up.
According to you guys today, apparently I've done
Listen,
all right.
the two corners need to stop fucking bitching about how they're not there yet. You're there. I promise both of you.
I must say, Iman's been playing in my Tuesday Call of Cthulhu game, and he's been doing a good job. So you wouldn't know he was a new player. So
And good call with the wax for the earplug there.
I feel like a large part of it is like how mentally invested you are, and for these sessions, like I'm fully in, So
I would agree.
Apologies for the Wi-Fi issues, by the way.
Oh,
No, don't worry about it. I jumped into this character feet first, man. I was like, cannonball.
You seriously. Malachi, any thoughts?
No, I didn't feel like I did my best tonight, but I'll improve.
You did good.
You did great.
You did
Cody,
good.
what?
You herded cats. That should be worth something right there. You seriously herded cats.
I'm the worst player to be the leader. First off,
it's hilarious.
Yeah. First off, I'm not a player very often, so this is a rare moment. And when I am the player, I'm never the leader. So being thrown in this situation is a real challenge, and I like a challenge. I'm not there with this character yet. Was not a great session for me, but it'll be better next time.
You did fantastic hurting us, idiots. We're running all over the damn place like a bunch of maroons.
I think it plays really well, Cody. Look at it from this point of view. Here's a guy who has spent most of his time alone, studying, being this wise wizard who wanders around and talks to people. And now suddenly he's got a quest, he's got a task, and he's got a whole bunch of strong personalities to govern over. And he's put himself in the position of, I am the leader of these people. I must know what to do at all times, which is what Cody has chosen as a player. Meanwhile, you've got Devere, you've got Bach, you've got Philip, you've got all these other people that can help him, but he hasn't figured that out yet, has he? He hasn't figured out that these people are actually not tools, they're aids. They can help them. So I think you're doing fine. I understand what you're saying, by the way. I feel you on that. It's exactly how I felt in your game, by the way. I know that feeling. I know that feeling well. We're like, I could have done so much better. What the fuck? But I think from an outside person looking, you did fine. You did good.
I think that his game you did.
Taking that slumber spell away from you, though. Jesus Christ, that thing's
Carpet of adhesion.
Spam that button.
All right, Malachi, any final thoughts or any comments?
Well,
you had fun though.
Had a few words.
Yeah. All right. Well, I had a fucking blast. I'm looking forward to next month. We'll let you guys know the date when we work it all out between all of us. But otherwise, I am good to go. So everyone who watched us tonight across all fucking channels, of which there were a lot, thank you so much. It was really fun. We had 50 odd viewers the entire time we played tonight.
Oh, wow.
Think about that. Like 50 people were
To watch a Let's Play. Wow.
to watch a
Yeah,
fucking 3.5 hour Let's Play. And we're only down to 46 since we started the wrap up. Now the numbers are
Yeah.
but
Thanks a lot, guys, for like. I've had 4 watching pretty much the whole game.
I mean, look, I'm sure some of you just turned it on and went and did dishes, but that's fine. It's
Thanks for the views.
even if you were listening to us, it was a great thing. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you are watching this on the replay or you were here live and now the comment section's open, tell us who your MVP was. Tell us what your favorite moment was, and keep in mind next session they step into Escane. Civilization is going to be behind them now, and I think you got a little bit of a taste of what the world you're stepping into looks like tonight. So and I make this abundantly clear, I will not hesitate to let the dice kill anybody.
It nearly happened to me, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Very nearly.
Oh, we have a rule to look up, don't we?
Yeah, I got lots of things to look up. All right, peace, love, geek. Subscribe to GM Cody, subscribe to Ye Old Geek, subscribe to Legion of Myth, subscribe to Hungar, subscribe to Malachi of the OSR, and subscribe to Intellectual Quandary. And if you enjoy what we're doing here at the Society of Role-Playing Gamers, give us a sub if it makes you happy, okay? See you guys in a month. Be good, be bad, but don't be sad.